Instagram that we're live.
Of all teams that have undergone rebrands and whatnot, it's actually kind of wild that the Colorado Rockies, relatively new team in the grand scheme of things, has not undergone a rebrand. They've had some tweaks to their jerseys here and there, but it's by and large been the same template.
And they need it.
You don't like it?
It's tired.
I get that, because I don't think it's a bad look, but it's kind of its time.
I think they should... No, actually, I don't like it, now that It's bad. It's extremely dated, and it's so bland.
Well, I like the purple. I like that they're, like, predominantly
like purple
a purple
too.
team.
It's different.
If they should,
Excellent analysis right there.
It's just boring. I'm just bored by it. Like their home jerseys are so boring. I don't know. Have some fun. The other Colorado teams all have fun-ish branding.
I mean, the Orange Crush for the Broncos is so
Yeah,
good. I don't know why they
Avalanche
don't
are good.
wear the Avalanche
Nuggets
is solid.
Have good ones, but they don't always wear them.
Yeah, the rainbow
Mile
Skyline
high,
one.
those 5280 thing. That's so stupid.
I kind of like the
we've-
5280. Sorry if that offends.
Oh,
I think
we've
it's
been
kind of
over this,
cool.
though. That's fake.
I mean, they plaster it. Oh yeah, we did go over this, but they plaster it over everything. Liam, your thoughts on the Colorado Rockies branding as the
sports scene?
yeah.
I think honestly, if we're talking about just their jerseys in general, they shouldn't have gotten rid of those City Connects, the first ones. I like the new ones.
Correct. I also like the new ones.
But
The new
also,
ones are good.
I think if the Rockies just went back to like the sleeveless jerseys too, that'd be a better look.
No, I like the idea of the vests, but I think vests are super dated. Like that is of the 90s.
I like that though. I like that.
Not
Every once and again.
A little Larry Walker, Mitchell and Ness vest.
There's a way.
Again, I like the idea. I just
you don't like their execution.
There's a way. I'm not gonna sit here and figure it out right now. Is it present?
Yes.
Image file. I'm not gonna sit here and actually figure it all out, but I gotta pull it up at least on my phone to give you a look at it. This is what they should go back to.
Oh, the turn ahead the clock.
Jake, you read my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Those
were
are great.
vests. No, they were. No, they were kind of vests.
No, they were vests.
They were vests, right?
Turn ahead the clock was vests.
Let me double check. Oh yeah, no, they wear vests. I mean, look at these beauties, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube.com/@PodOnLansdowne. You can see these beautiful.
It's actually
turn ahead
weird
clock
that
jerseys.
teams throughout the league don't have, or maybe they have, but I don't have worn in a game the turn ahead the clock jerseys recently, like one off. Or maybe you can't.
Well,
no, the Mariners did. I remember the Mariners
the Mariners
did.
have done it a couple times.
Yeah, I remember they did. I think they're the only one though. But that's also like the most famous turn ahead the clock jersey. So
yeah, because of Kid Griffey, you know what I mean. Although the
What were they,
Mercury Mets should be the most.
Yeah, Mercury
love
Mets
the Mercury
rules.
Mets.
Because they went all in on the concept. You got to give them credit.
The
You know,
Pirates
did you know
ones
that?
are
Did you know
heinous.
that the Red Sox turn
Yeah,
ahead
I
the
was
clock
just about to say.
night it was canceled?
Because there was a shipping error. Like they couldn't
They
get them
never
in time.
called.
Or they lost them.
Was it a shipping error? I didn't
I
know.
believe
if
that's
Yeah,
what
they,
it
like
was.
straight up didn't show up in time, right?
That's what. Yeah,
Damn.
that's what I mean. Red
Yeah.
Sox.
But they were also boring,
turn-
I think, right?
Yeah, those jerseys suck anyway. We didn't miss anything.
No, there
They
was
were
a white B. It
with
was like
a
the
big B.
Yeah, it's a big white B, and it's
Could've
like
done better.
slightly askew.
red jersey, blue outline on the white B.
It's boring.
Turn ahead the
I'm bored.
clock.
I'm bored by it.
Maybe, I mean, I can't find anything about getting lost in the mail. I feel like I had heard that.
Maybe that's an urban legend. Because
Yeah,
I've
right.
also heard that, Fitz.
They should do it
Nothing on
again. Turn ahead.
Enough
the clock.
time has passed. We're at like the cycle of nostalgia where people would absolutely eat that shit up.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's been, what has it been? It's been almost 30 years.
It was mid to late 90s. I think it's at
Yeah, it was
97.
98. It was 98.
Or 98, okay. So yeah, I mean, we're
Oh,
getting
I'm
up
sorry.
to...
The Mariners created it in 98, and then 8 more teams did it in 99.
Oh,
Who's the original
trendsetters.
City Connect?
Sort of, yeah.
A little bit, right?
Many are calling it that.
Yeah, they should just do it again. It'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to see. And also, like, with the way sports branding has evolved in so many different ways, like, you'd have a ball. People would have a ball with it.
YouTube chat here. We got a bunch of people. We got Leo Christie as always. Zach saying the Randy Johnson D-backs jersey is the grail. It is true. That was true, I should say, until JPM Paul Allen pointed out that the Sea Dogs Scooby-Doo jerseys that they wore a couple days ago go fucking crazy. Yes, that Yoshida Scooby-Doo jersey.
If
that
it said mountains. Yoshida on it, I think I would have tried to acquire one.
Hunt it down.
I bet it's getting auctioned off.
Yeah, for a good cause, you'd hope it goes to like a charity or something like that.
But I'm saying we pull all our money together and then hang it in the POL studio.
Yeah,
when that time does come, because it will come one of these days.
They never sell. You know what it must be, like a rights thing. Whenever these teams do those sort of things, like Scooby-Doo jersey or like Star Wars night, they never sell them after. Yeah, because it's always auctions. So I bet they probably can't.
The mouse is going to get his money one way or the other.
Yeah, David Zaslav. He's coming for that Scooby-Doo jersey.
You hear that, Lansing Lugnuts? Don't you dare host a Star Wars night and don't think you're not going to be paying Mickey Abernathy, that freaky mouse, his money. But anyways, in any event.
I got nothing on the Scooby jersey.
Scooby-Doo.
We
got a lot more to talk about with him later on in the program. That program, of course, being Pod on Lansdowne. That's Nate Eaton Fan Club, a.k.a. Liam. We're joined by Marcelo Meyer, a.k.a. Jake. He's kind of got the
I thought mine
right now.
I thought mine was funny because, remember him? That's a guy we can remember. He doesn't play anymore.
Yes, very crazy that since the last time we recorded, MLB instituted a rule that we, the Boston Red Sox Baseball Club, are only allowed to face left-handed starters, but it is what it is. Hey, we've been playing pretty well since the rule change, I'll have you know. I being Aaron Cook, a.k.a. Fitz, we're happy you could join us on this fine evening, and as Jake was alluding to, and as I just alluded to, the Red Sox have been playing pretty well recently. I said Red Hot Red Sox in the YouTube title here as we record on this Tuesday evening, just after 7:30. Bottom of the second in Game 2 of this Red Sox Rocky series from America's most beloved ballpark. Tie game. But the Red Sox are currently on a 4-game win streak. They've won 7 of their last, I believe, 8 or so, or 7 of their last 9, something along those lines. They're playing pretty damn well within the last couple of weeks. Here we go again. Late June, early July, where we
fell for it again award.
Right, and plaster the badge right on my forehead. But hey, listen, the collapse comes in late July, early to mid-August. We got a couple of weeks until then. Until then, Liam, might as well soak up the sun and soak up the fun times while we have the chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's helpful when you're playing teams like, I know we're pretty dysfunctional, but it's helpful when you're playing even more dysfunctional teams in the Nats and the Rockies. And I know I was in a nasty mood last week. But
you were.
I think I'm all the way back. I'm ready. Let's buy. We're buying at the deadline. I'm gassing up the duck boats. I'm going down there later.
Liam took some happy pills. He saw the sun again. He took a walk, took a stroll, had a talk with God, and now he's all the way back.
I saw him win in person last night. I think that changed my whole mood.
Liam watched the Nats and the Rockies and was like, it could be worse.
That's right. Yeah, it's all about perspective. So I'm thankful for what we've got, and I think we're trending in the right direction. We're taking care of the unserious teams as a serious team should.
Well, yeah, you have no choice. Well, I mean, I guess you have a choice to act like an unserious team, like some other teams, like the one that we're facing right now, complete unserious organization. And I think their fans would agree, including Matthew Gross, if he's in the YouTube chat right now. But the point is, you can't pick who you play. You don't pick the schedule. You just play who's drawn in front of you. And especially considering the tough road ahead after the All-Star break, or even after this Rockies series, because the Rays are a solid team, even if they're coming in for 4. Taking care of business where you need to, Jake, affords you those opportunities to get back into the race and to, at the very least, tread some water against some of these top teams that are going to be coming after the All-Star break. Liam's right. They are doing exactly what they should be doing, Jake, and they're doing it well, both on offense and with the pitching.
Listen, am I a little scared about the post-All-Star break schedule? Like, yeah, but in the same breath. So what does it go? Let's just rattle it off real quick.
Cubs,
It's
Phillies,
Cubs.
Dodgers, first 3 series after the break.
Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers, Twins, then Astros. We'll call that where it is. So I mean, listen, Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers. That's not. You got 9 games.
Those are the 3 division leaders, are they not, in the National
Yeah.
League?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I believe that's true. Yes, that is true. I just hope you get lucky with those pitching matchups. Basically, it's as simple as that. I don't
avoid
know.
Wheeler, avoid Yamamoto, right?
Yeah, who's like the Cubs ace now? That because Steele got hurt.
I mean, Imanaga.
Imanaga is pitching
Right.
well.
Right, should have been.
I don't know who else is in that rotation right now. Is Tyone still alive?
I believe so. I believe he's still with it. Drew Pomeranz. We might be seeing him.
Coming out of the bullpen, right?
Yeah, he's actually been nails.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Cubs right now. I'm trying to look at their rotation.
I mean,
Matthew
they're
Boyd, who's been really good this year.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, it's
I don't
really.
know, man.
it's
Listen,
really
you'll be at
Boyd
full
and Imanaga.
strength. It seems.
Yeah,
and we'll
we
get
can-
into
we
that
can-
My
stuff.
lord.
we will definitely talk about that, especially one big returning player. We'll talk about that later on the show. That's probably going to be the third segment. We got a lot to get into in the third segment, I think.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened on and off the field.
Do you guys, real quick, Fitz, before we move on, you guys want to know what Pomeranz's ERA plus is right now?
207.
23 and 2/3. Yeah, take a guess.
207.
I don't think he's given up an earned run this year, so I think it's like I'm going to go like astronomical. 487.
Oh, you're close, Fitz. You're close.
Really?
Jake, you want another guess? You want another try?
510.
Oh, Jake's the closest, but he did go over.
He had first of all,
I
he
guessed
went over
twice. I guessed 2
Yeah, I know.
times.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, of
everybody
course
wins.
If
Everybody
I
wins
guessed
here on
46
Lansdowne.
times, then yeah, I'd
was
be
it?
probably the
What was it,
closest, Liam.
It's 507.
Hey,
Which
good
is
for Dweeb.
absurd.
He's given up 2 earned runs.
Oh, so he's given up 2.
He's been
My apologies.
worth nearly a full win per Baseball Reference. The ERA is .76. How about that?
Good for him. Good
Yeah,
for him. I
that's
mean,
pretty-
I can't
and I
fault anyone for moving on from him a couple of years ago, but good that he's
And
back at it.
I just wanted to finally to sort of cap the post All-Star break schedule. Listen, does it suck those teams are all in a row? Sure. But if you want to be serious, you got to play and beat good teams.
Right.
So,
and you have a
that's it.
chance against them. I mean, 2 of those series against the road. I think if you go, because I think it's 3 against the Cubs, 3 against the Phillies. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Liam's muted, but he said that's correct. I did read his lips there. I mean,
So
listen,
yes,
of course we want the standard to be higher. If you left that stretch 3-3 going back home against the Dodgers, I think you absolutely take that. Now, granted, for that to
I'd
be
make that deal. You
I'd-
make that deal,
damn good.
Udovich?
Damn
I
good
make
deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal. Now, granted, for that to be palatable, again, not to keep harping on the point, but we have to take care of business against teams like the Colorado Rockies. I said
Speaking of the devil, I know they're the Rockies, but Bayo is slicing right now.
31 pitches through 3 innings.
My goodness.
Yeah.
He's got
And
that.
I think what does he have? 7 Ks?
Does he? Holy
He had
shit.
5 when we started recording.
He
as
just
someone
got 2
astutely
more.
pointed out.
He just got
Damn.
2 more.
Fucking that the low and away breaking stuff for Bayo tonight. I haven't obviously been watching intently as we're doing the show, but anytime I look over, I feel like he's making someone whiff with a breaking pitch low and away. Sid, top
Yeah,
fan of
I
the
said
chat,
that
says
before
it's a
we came
ponytail.
on. I said, is that a new thing Brian's doing with his braids in the back? That little to come to a sort of a tail. Fitz we couldn't determine if he'd done it before. It sounds like maybe it is new.
Based
love
off of the reaction in the chat, I mean, Leo says Bayo ponytail game will be talked about. Riss says ponytail Bayo. It has to be new.
I love it. I love it.
Wonderful.
And it seems like it's working for him. So
And again, throughout to take advantage of matchups like this, like Washington, like Colorado, I said it however many days ago at this point. I'm not going to do the math. I think it was after we swept the Nationals. I said 5-2 over this next stretch. If you split those 4 games against Tampa, but sweep the Rockies, get a couple of games over 500 before going down to Hot Atlanta, it puts you right back in the mix in a weaker American League. It gives you a chance to tread water against some of the best teams in the National League, the better National League. Gives you a chance, gives you a puncher's chance. And considering
the AL really does, it stinks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Jake, you have mentioned that multiple times on the show, but I don't want to downplay the rest of the competition in the American League.
I will.
I knew you were going to say that. I walked right into that.
The Tigers have the
Jake
best
Wallander.
record. The Tigers have the best record in the league. Listen, I like the Tigers. That roster is not. I'm not like, whoa, the Tigers. Like, it's a good roster. To have the best record in the American League, though,
they're legit, though. They're legit. They're really. I know, but
all-star outfielder Javi Baez.
If you look down that roster, I mean, Scooble's their ace, and that's one thing. But like their starting 9 batters, there's not a single name in there where if you're not like super plugged in, you're like, whoa.
Riley Green.
Yeah, no normal. Oh, come on, throw me a bone, Fitz.
I mean, you said no one, and I just named one right off the top.
Like, we know who these... I'm saying, like, the AL used to have, like, Hall of Famers.
Are you talking about the casuals?
Yeah.
The casuals?
Well, I'm sort of bleeding 2 conversations here, but when the AL starting lineup came out for the All-Star
is this your way to get into your Rafaela stuff?
No. We'll get into that later, but, like, there used to be stars in the American League. There used to be stars, Fitz and Liam.
It's an ugly look. I think they put the graphic up on like MLB Network the other day. I was like, ooh.
Oh my God, guys! Javi Baez is the fucking starting center fielder.
That is
the American League.
That is a PLO pervert fantasy all-star to you, Buckaroo. All right, he is on our roster, so you better watch your tongue. I don't need. Listen, we're in second place in that Red Sox podcast league. I don't need any clubhouse issues right now coming from the front office, Jake. So I would slow your roll.
I mean, here. I have it in front of me. Like,
documents right here.
Glaber's at second base, and these guys are having good years. Like, I'm not knocking Ryan O'Hearn's the DA. That used to be David Ortiz every year. Ryan O'Hearn.
It would have been Devers, quite honestly, and then he can't even make the team in the National League.
Who?
Sorry, you wouldn't know him. Older player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back in the day.
Jake tweeting last night, I don't think about Rafael Devers at all, as he tweets about Rafael Devers unpromptedly. But all of that is to say, and we'll get into some specifics into the week that was, but no complaints over the last handful of days of Red Sox baseball. Again, they're getting it done with the bat. Pitching's doing well. Lucas Giolito the other day, hats off to him. Bayo's looking good so far tonight. That's me knocking on wood. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, no complaints over here as of late.
I have a couple
giving ourselves a chance.
I have a couple complaints, certainly.
Well, that's why we have Don't Fuck With coming up. I'll come up with a Don't Fuck With.
Okay.
In the second segment, which we are transitioning to right now. Be right back on Pod on Lansdowne. Seth in the chat. I'm over my ex, I swear. Quote unquote. Anyways, we'll be right back. Chat, what's going on? How we doing? What's happening?
Listen, I don't know how the game will go, and whatever. But if comparing the AL and NL starting lineups to each other is actually hilarious.
Yeah.
The NL has 6 different Hall of Famers in it, I would say, conservatively. And the AL has Aaron Judge.
Jose Ramirez is in the chat.
Jose Ramirez is a Hall of Famer too, to be fair.
Jose Ramirez is a Hall of Famer, correct.
But Freeman, Machado, Lindor, Acuna, PCA, Kyle Tucker, Ohtani, those guys are all probably in the Hall of Fame when things are said and done.
PCA, come on.
Well, he's a child. I'm just saying
he's having a great start.
If he maintains everything.
Well, yes.
But I'm saying the AL, yes. The AL has guys. The AL has washed guys that are having a good year. Like fucking Baez and Glaber.
I imagine Jake being a hack stand-up, being like, we used to have stars in the AL lineup.
I am a return guy for a few different things in this life. And you know what? That'll be one of them. Okay.
Chrissy goes, Jack went to the game without me. Can you believe it? Damn. Webster did it again, huh? God damn. Went to WWE last night, though. I did see those.
Was that Raw?
There.
Was that Raw or was that SmackDown?
I think it was Raw, because that's Monday night.
Yes, Fitz, you're
SmackDown,
right.
as far as I know, is Friday night.
Fitz, you a wrestling guy?
Like any prepubescent boy at 9 or 10 years old, I had about 6 months where I was big into the WWE. It never stuck.
So what's funny for me is I never had that, but then I watched the Vince McMahon doc on Netflix like 6 months ago, and I was like,
this guy's a stand-up character. I need to.
No, I was just like, this is crazy. So now I'm kind of into it. Like I watched WrestleMania this year and stuff.
I could hold a conversation about like that era, like probably like the mid 2000s of wrestling, just like to watch it enough. Like I could tell you right now, my favorite wrestler back then was Edge. Like Edge.
Edge, okay. Mine.
CJ goes, you guys got to get into AEW, get away from the sex trafficking company. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't like their roster. That AEW roster's. I'm falling asleep.
The rated R superstar. That's right, Zach. On this day, I see clearly. That's a great entrance. Give him the spear. That's all I'm talking about.
Oh, there's the thunder. So, gosh, I don't know who my favorite wrestler is.
7'3", the Great Khali, potentially, which he may have died. Actually,
He did. I believe he did die.
R.I.P. Great Khali, if that is the case. Riss said someone in the chat. I can't see who she mentioned. Top 4.
I like Stone Cold's probably my all-time.
Because Stone Cold said so.
What? And then
Jake, you'll
I don't
appreciate
really
this. Have you seen the video Stone Toad Steve Austin?
No.
Stone Toad Steve.
Is it just a?
So
is
it's
it
just a picture
toad?
of Toad in Mario 64, just to give you, but it's Steve
Okay.
Austin.
Oh, and it's like it's his catchphrases, but
Hey
it's
Mario, that big old 500-pound son of a bitch, Bowser, just took the damn princess and used all the star power to put everybody in paintings. Now I need you to take your ass inside those paintings and recover the stars with a little bit of jumping, what? A little bit of punching, what? And a little bit of ass whooping, what? To save Princess Peach. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Toad said so.
all right.
I'm getting word that the Great Khali is still alive. Hell yes, we love the Great Khali. Who's it? Did Umanga die? That was another one. Umanga may have died. So it goes, I hope this makes the final edit. Maybe this is B-roll at the end, if I have time, if I have patience. And if not, then it will just be our fun little B-roll. Yeah, Leo mentioned, okay, R.I.P. Umanga. Iron Sheik, yes. You jabroni.
Anyway, yeah, I'm into
WWE.
wrestling now. I'm kind of, sort of, like passively.
Well, the timeline goes crazy about it. Must be how it feels
yeah,
like for someone who doesn't like baseball.
There's a lot of
Twitter
crossover.
and wrestling. Yeah, there is.
Like,
Well,
like
Carrabba's
what I'm
is
You could
tweeting-
probably,
like-
you could probably
Carrabba's
thank
is like-
Barry for it, yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, see, any Red Sox podcast can get Carrabba's on to talk about WWE. People know that he likes wrestling. Not every podcast can get his thoughts about the happiest place on earth. And that's the PLL difference. And that's the bottom line, because Fitz said so. All right, let's get back into it. Oh, yeah. CJ, I was actually just mentioning that to my wife, how they don't call it sports. They call it sports entertainment. Because we were going to the Savannah Bananas game on Sunday, and their promos are like, we're going to put on the best show that Fenway Park has ever seen. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, Game 2 in 2013 had to have been better than Banana Ball, you know? Like Games 4 and 5 in 04 against the Yankees still happened at Fenway. So I don't know about that. And then Alex was like, well, you know, that's why they say the greatest show, it's not a game.
Nadine just ruined Bayo's perfect game. I'm sick to my stomach.
No history at Fenway tonight.
Shit. Unfortunate.
I got Steve Peralt to talk wrestling. His favorite. WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump changed this team.
Whoa! Did you hear that? Did that come through?
I think I didn't know. Yeah,
Oh,
Jake, was
Thunder?
that Thunder?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, wowzers.
Well, let's get back into it. Let me say
Let me just make sure the pups.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. You do that. I could even just start without him. No, it wouldn't be nice. I could riff off of him with the FOCO ad read. This would be a lot of B-roll. Or not B-roll. No, B-roll at the end, yeah.
I'll be honest, I tuned out of that bit at first, and I was not sure that entire time if we were back or not.
No, we're not back. No, we're good. No, we're about to be back. 5 seconds. Second segment here on this latest edition of Pod on Lansdowne. Jake, Fitz, and Liam at your service. And a reminder, we will be at your service next week as part of the 4th annual Havesy Awards. Jake, you getting excited for the Havesies? You're muted. That's okay. But you can see how excited he is. The Havesy Awards.
Yes, I've started to brainstorm a couple ideas for my awards.
The Havesy Awards. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Very simple. It's the mid-year awards for Pod on Lansdowne. We hand out a couple of awards to deserving individuals, members, groups, concepts, ideas, very, big concepts and whatnot. And we have a little fun. It's the episode that we have leading up to the All-Star game. We will be recording that Monday night. Upcoming Monday, not Tuesday. We're doing it Monday night. I'll just be getting in from Nashville after a wedding weekend. My flight gets into Boston at like 12:30 Monday morning. I'm going to be exhausted, but I'm going to get up for it for the Havesy Awards. This is where you come in.
You still going to?
Oh God, yeah. I'll have the suit from the wedding.
Okay, good.
You know,
just have to sure.
Exactly. This is where you come in, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you come in. Yes, you listening at home or in your car. We're going to post our Franchi Cordero Hymn of the Half Award on Twitter at Pod on Lansdowne. We'll do that later this week. We'll have 4 options. You vote on who the Hymn of the Half is.
I actually was thinking about this. It's kind of a tough. Well, I guess is it? It's not split by pitchers and batters, right? Or
it's him. It's him.
Whoever's him. It's up for grabs.
Whoever is him.
It's up for grabs. Whoever
and the
wants
people
it.
decide. Also, if you want to DM us on Twitter at Pod on Lansdowne and give an idea for an award, get creative, get wild with it. Call it the Jake Award for Crash Out of the Year or something like that. Do whatever your heart desires. DM it to us at Pod on Lansdowne. Take a look at it. It might be included in the show. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to get us going with Fuck With, Don't Fuck With for the week?
I'll start.
Floor is yours.
Fuck with. You know, a little out of the whatever. Thinking out of the box here. I fuck with Nationals Park. Attended a game there. Attended the 4th of July game there, and kind of an unremarkable park, but very clean, very just sort of pleasant. Just sort of a pleasant experience at that ballpark. I sat in literally the last row of the last deck, and it was like a great view. Like I didn't feel it was nice. I had some good food. I had a really good chicken sandwich. The Sox beat the brakes off the Nats, so that part was good. And also I had some really good freshly squeezed lemonade. That was delicious. I had
there
that
you go.
too.
It must have been cool to be there on the 4th of July, like the morning game.
Yeah, the 11 a.m. First pitch was cool. I was up nice and early. Got over
used
there.
to it with Patriots Day.
Took the green line there for my Metro heads.
On the what's the name of what's the name of their transportation system? It's not the SEPTA,
the DC
is
Metro.
it?
The DC
It's just the
Metro.
Metro. Okay. Which one's the SEPTA?
Philly.
What
Is that?
Philly?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right. Yes, I was going to say one of them is the SEPTA.
It's in its death spiral. Sadly, if you were curious, it's
Unfortunately,
being rapidly defunded.
Sid said that you didn't come to say hi to him. Hi to her.
Yeah, well, so I peeled out of there real quick. post game. I was on the Amtrak like 3 hours after the last out coming home. I didn't chill very long. But Sid, I'm sorry. But yeah, fuck with Nationals Park. I quite liked it. I had been there before once. I had watched about an inning and a half of a game that then went into a rain delay, and then we went home. So this was my first real experience there, and it was lovely.
I went there in, I believe, either 08 or 09. My family went to D.C. for a couple of days, family trip. And they were still, like, it had not been fully developed, that area yet. Like, they were still working on it. It was still a long way to go. So to be able to see it now that it's all done, people rave about it. You just said it's very pleasant. I'm excited to see what it looks like. If I ever get the chance to go there again, which I hope I do.
Yeah, I saw Davey Martinez's last series.
Yeah, they got him.
History.
They did get him.
History. And the Rizzler. They got the Rizzler, too.
Jake, did it give you Yankee Stadium vibes at all?
So this is funny you ask that, because I was saying to my sister while we were at the game, like, I like the park. I just said I fuck with it. I just said that. But I felt like the exterior of it should have leaned in more to, like, that classical DC architecture, which, funny enough, would just be looking like Yankee Stadium. Like, I think that would have been a good look there for them.
I think like they tried to make it look like government building-esque, but the execution is just very poor.
Yeah, like wouldn't it?
You have to look from
nice
it and have someone tell you,
columns.
be like, right. Some what is that? What are those? I gotta go back to like Greek history. Ionic columns or something like that.
Yeah,
Ionic.
sure.
Ionic.
Mayor Menino. Ionic moments in Boston sports. Veritech splitting the uprights.
But Jake, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love Nats Park.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. Thank you.
Seen many a ball game there. I've seen a Winter Classic there.
Oh, you were at that one? What was that? That was Nats.
2015.
No, that was Caps. Oh, don't tell me. Blues.
Blackhawks.
Oh, Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Damn.
They scored with like 30 seconds left in the third. It was legit. I wore my Bergeron jersey and got shit all game. But
Yeah,
By
I
both
would have
fans.
given you shit too.
Both
I
Bills
hate that
fans.
move. I
Fuck
fucking
'em.
hate that move.
no, see my reasoning was it's a league event. So I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, Rob Lowe.
Just supporting the
I
Shield.
love my NHL. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Liam, what say you? What are you fucking with this week?
I'm fucking with the fact that we have now seen the Red Sox rip off a couple series of wins over the last month where they have really not scored any runs, and now they are scoring runs. Sans Devers. So, yeah, I think majority of this is really the offense. Like in the last 9 games, since they came back from that atrocious, I mean, it started well in Seattle, but once we got to San Fran and Anaheim, since they've gotten home, obviously they got shut out in that first game Friday against Toronto. But since then, 9 games, they're averaging almost 8.5 runs. The team, the triple slash over the last 9 games is 334, 380, 603. The OPS is almost 1,000 as a team. And I guess part of that, I can also shout out Romy and Ref, because we're seemingly seeing a lefty every day all of a sudden. And Romy, longest home run at Fenway last night, Monday
Was
night.
it 454, I think it went?
Yeah. I think he's like
This
tied
year?
with tied with
Him and-
Trout.
him and-
I
yeah,
guess.
Trout fucking pissed on one a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
But yeah, no, shout out to the fact that we've seen them win both ways now in low scoring games. And in these games where they're scoring like 11, 10 runs. So nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, and part of that, I mean, you mentioned Ref Snyder, who's currently up right now, bottom of the 4th, still no score. Against lefties, Romy, my homie, doing well. We mentioned it last week, but Roman Anthony's surface level numbers are starting to creep up, because what everyone could see all along is that he was hitting the shit out of the ball, and then sure enough, wow, you know, that's actually stuck, and he's starting to figure out major league pitching, which is a beautiful thing. Don doing 3 or 4 straight games with the homer, I believe, for him. He's been
3,
excellent
yeah.
at the plate. Jake, do you want that to be your segue to just give a little mini rant as to why Don is not in the All-Star game?
Oh God, I mean, yeah.
Just a
take
little,
look at
not a full-on manifesto. Just
yeah. No, just take a look at any of the numbers. F WAR, B WAR, fucking. I mean, even like his OPS is like respectable now, and you put that with his platinum glove caliber defense. He's better in like almost every measure than Julio Rodriguez. That's an actual travesty, that one. And then Byron Buxton, sure. And who was the third reserve? There was one more.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta be honest with you.
I got the
Baez? Or is
Hold
Baez
up.
technically listed?
No,
in
Baez
Baez is a starter.
he's a fucking starter.
Oh,
God.
Quan. It's Quan. Stephen
Quan.
Quan.
Yeah, fucking. That's Luis Ariz. Like, come on. It's just like those are just shitty. Buxton, I'm fine with, but the other two, it's like such unremarkable seasons from these two guys. And Cedon, I just would have been nice to see him get rewarded for like completely taking a step up this year. That I mean, I'll be frank, I didn't like foresee this. Like him, like he's on pace for like 5 WAR, 6 WAR. He's a legit like all-star caliber player right now, and it's a shame he's not getting rewarded. I was sad about Narv too, but that one was less egregious. Like Kirk and him have almost identical stats, and
Kirk's hitting what, like fucking. I understand batting average is not in vogue nowadays, but he's hitting like 320 or something crazy like that. And again, Kirk's a very good catcher, so again, I understand that as well. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, you could pick. It's like Narv had it was up on a few stats, like on defense, and Kirk is a better hitter. Whatever, that's fine. But Rafael is a real bummer. I actually did think he kind of had a shot. I mean, clearly, he is better than Julio Rodriguez in like literally every statistic. I checked before we came on. I think Julio has more stolen bases. I think that might be it. 4 more.
Well, you just got to give him the nod because of that, obviously.
Yeah.
But, when these things are, half of it is popularity contests. Not saying it's
but
right.
We figured out if Bregman can't go, well, he's not. He said he's not playing. So maybe those, like that one game Rafaela started in the infield, we could maybe, I don't know.
Make an argument
there.
Spin zone?
Yeah, maybe get him there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, nice play.
Shout out to like little nugget from our friend Gordo on Twitter earlier today. MLB F4 leaders since May 27th. It's Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge, Cedon Rafaela. 2.8, 2.4, 2.2. Yeah.
Shout out Nate on their voicemail call a couple of weeks ago. They were when the going was tough a bit for Seti. The Nate stood right by him. Got to give him props.
I'm so proud of Seti, and I did not. I'd love to be like never wrong just early on this one. I was wrong. I did not.
Apologies, we got it massively wrong.
I'm sure I had some takes as well that it was that would aged like milk in the middle of the desert.
I was unfamiliar with his game. I did not foresee this.
I mean, going into tonight, his OPS plus is now 111.
Yeah, like I was. It's just this whole thing was like the talk for the offseason was like if he could just be like slightly below average with the bat.
Sure,
just give me like a something around a 700 OPS. He's at
a 990 OPS plus. I'll take it. Right.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Well, the entire approach has been so much better. It's been leaps and bounds better. We knew that having watched this team night in and night out, we had even seen last year that he had those flashes of providing the juice at the plate, but he's not swinging at absolutely everything now. He's got a little bit more of a refined approach at the plate. He's drawing some walks as opposed to none whatsoever, it felt like. And that makes you a more competitive hitter. And as a matter of fact, gentlemen, that kind of segues into my fuck with for the week. Anytime you have an inside the park homer in a grand slam in the same game, anytime you hit multiple home runs over the course of a week, you deserve to be my fuck with for the week. It's Wilyer Abreu. And I fucked with him multiple times over this year, even if I did not name him as my proper fuck with. I've loved his game this year. I know he had the injury, and before that I knew he kind of cooled off a bit from his really hot start, but he's back up. At one point of the weekend, his expected slugging was fairly well north of 500. It was like a 515 or something like that, which was good for about the 85th percentile across all of baseball. And part of that is he seems to be the poster boy of the Red Sox hitting philosophy of that we're going to hit the ball hard, we're going to hit it in the air, and we're going to pull it. His pull side damage is spectacular. It's a sight to behold. I know he doesn't do the same thing consistently against lefties, but at the very least when you're going to be facing righties more often than not, unless we're talking about this one specific week, that small sample size, I understand. But he's been outstanding.
2 for 4 last night.
There you go. Yeah, turning a new leaf. And he starts to hit lefties, watch out.
Too.
Exactly, right? And why I said that was a good transition from Seti is that Willier has also cut down the chases considerably this year. He was chasing at an awful clip last year. He's cut it down to about, I think, like a 20-something% whiff rate or something along those lines, which has helped cut back some of the strikeouts. He's going to have some swing and miss, or I should say he cut down the chase rate. He's not chasing out of the zone. He's going to have some swing and miss in his game. It is what it is, but with the power that he deals out, that's fine. You can absolutely live with that. When he can draw walks, when he can lay off the junk, put up competitive ABs that way, challenge people to go into the zone, like you can't just pitch around me and I'm not going to bail you out of that situation, works wonders for him. And we've seen that all throughout this year. Or not all. He had that little slump, but it is what it is. Players are allowed to have their slumps every now and again. All in all, very, very encouraged with what I've seen by Willie Abreu, and I once again apologize for ever suggesting that he had to have been the odd man out of this outfield during the offseason, because I
thought he was a dead man
walking. I always liked him.
All winter.
I always supported him. I did think he was a dead man walking as well. Liam, you're right.
Just
Me
seemed
too.
like that.
Me too.
That was it. Fitz, you want to know, since he had that little oblique thing, I guess he did a little time on the IL last month.
Came back for the Giants.
Since he came back, yeah, June 20th till now, 15 games. His triple slash is 327, 365, 633 for an OPS of 998. 4 home runs,
not
1,000. Yeah, we gotta bump those numbers up. Willie.
Rookie numbers.
So actually, Willie's going to be my don't fuck with because his OPS isn't out in the last 15 games.
I simply would have had a 999 OPS at that time.
It's how hard could it be?
Right. But transition into don't fuck with now. What do we think, fellas? Jake, you started us off with fuck with, so what are you not fucking with?
Ooh. Probably.
Ooh.
Well, I'm still not fucking with Walker Buehler, but I don't know what more I can really say on that. So let me.
He was okay the other day.
He was okay. It was the fucking Nationals. He was okay.
Not worthy of a don't fuck with selection.
It is though. That is. I will say I'm not fucking with. You know what hurts? Nate Eaton. I like his energy. He has the baseball IQ of a goldfish, I think. I mean, he did 2 different things last night. I was like, is this guy fucking... Is he dumb or is he stupid? First off, he was stealing...
Moot points the play at third.
Even before the play at third, the straight steal of third...
in the first inning? I was like,
in the first inning.
What are we doing?
In what scenario is that a reasonable thing to do? Like, you're not.
I kind of like.
You're not. You're not
sorry.
Ricky Henderson. Like, who does he think he is?
Like, I understand wanting to push the envelope in the first inning against the Rockies, but
I kind of like that he has a little Leroy
But also,
Jenkins
I
in
don't
him.
because it's the Rockies. Like, what are you manufacturing runs against fucking
the National League Red Sox?
Yeah, it's too bizarre. And then the play at third was genuinely one of the most baffling things I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, you pointed out that it was the Javi Baez play.
Yeah, I mean, and I know like it wasn't a force. So the guy whoever that was running to third could have turned around, but he was so close to him at that point. It's like, just touch him. Like, he was behind him. He was literally running full speed at third base. So whatever, that's that. Ignore that. He also could have just thrown to first. Like, it was a clean grounder.
Yeah,
to him.
that's my thing.
And he freaked out. I've never. That was one of the dumbest plays I've ever. I mean, thank God that didn't end up mattering. Like, That was, yeah. Nate Eaton. Don't fuck with Nate Eaton. I like his kind of dirt dog mentality, but I don't think he's
hitting the ladder too. That was cool as hell.
Yeah, the ladder was cool.
No,
That was
that
a
was
shame
sick.
because the ladder was cool and it was all downhill from that last night. But yeah, don't fuck with Nate Eaton. And you know what? Well, I guess I'll do a quick thing on this. Sean McAdams suggesting, I just read that when everyone's back and ready and healthy, that Meyer could maybe be the one of the ones getting sent down to Worcester. If Marcelo Meyer gets sent down in favor of one of or both of Nate Eaton or David Hamilton, you will see I will be so undignified in my crash out, guys. That would be that I can barely articulate how fucking stupid that would be. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you gotta keep Marcelo up. I think I'm with you on that. Liam.
God, I mean, I'm so hopeful. I've turned a new leaf this week.
Mostly pleasant.
Yeah, there's not much I'm not fucking with. I guess you know what? If I had to pick one, unfortunately it is Monster Week. I hate those fucking broadcasts from the Monster. Thankfully I was at the game Monday night, so I didn't have to listen to it. But O'Brien's call after the fact on Roman's first Fenway home run, are you fucking kidding me? It's coming right at you, Dave. Show me a little something.
Listen, I feel like I always have to preface any OB talk by saying, like,
he's fine.
Here we go.
Doing national games. He's fine on the national stage.
Yes,
he should not.
And I feel like I don't think he's
home network announcers should be homers.
Yes,
like when you're
100%.
a local guy, like Jack
some
Edwards.
of them are obnoxious. Some of it is really obnoxious.
They're certainly obnoxious. I'm not asking him to be like.
Maybe there's one person in Indiana who can attest to this, but if
these Rockies are bad people. These are bad people. The Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, or excuse me, Minnesota. Have you ever heard the radio guy for the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that.
He's
guy.
obnoxious. Oh my god.
Your shot fits. That guy's awesome.
It's hilarious.
Isn't that the one when Favre throws across his body for that pick, and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe what we've just seen." Is that him?
No, like he's screaming. Like someone got ejected in a game, and he was like yelling at that guy, like, "Yeah, you dirty player, you cheater!" Like that was funny, but it gets to be too much.
I want that. I don't.
Yeah, Kale going. I miss Jack Edwards.
Dave is too posh for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't need to harp on Dave, but it is.
Side note: Sid goes. Obi is from Quincy. Obi was born in Quincy. He did not grow up in Quincy.
You don't claim him, Fitz?
Unlike some people on this podcast, I don't believe he grew up in Quincy, as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't mean to open the O'Brien can of worms, but the Monster Week, the broadcast from the Monster,
also
it's
not
like,
for nothing.
It's like the Rockies vests.
Dave O'Brien has brought up that he doesn't have a bathroom like 7 times. He keeps bringing it up.
You would too if you didn't have a bathroom.
Figure it out.
Think about it.
I don't. Pee off the top of the wall like fucking Tyrion in Game of Thrones.
He's sitting in the Monster and actually can't access.
Yeah, go
one.
walk. I don't know. I'm bored.
This again, he's fine at calling the balls a strike, but it is like, even if I think.
I would hope he would. I would hope he would be.
You know what I fucking.
That's his job.
You know what I mean. I think he's fine again on a national game. I think he's okay, and I think he's better suited for the radio. But I'm gonna need some life, even if I think that the homerism can be a bit too much on a broadcast at times. In for the most part, I do like a guy who gets.
What does
up
Mike
Don Orsillo
Monaco
is perfect
have
for it
to do? What does Mike Monaco have to do to get that job? Mike, I'll ride at Dawn for Mike Monaco.
No, Monaco's awesome.
Real. I will say if the league is getting back into bed with ESPN, which sadly it sounds like they are. Next year, just give Dave Sunday Night Baseball, man. I don't need him around here anymore.
Would that get him out of here?
I mean, probably not.
We don't need we don't need Carl on those games either.
Carl Ravitch, man. I'll never
he's
understand how he got
yeah.
that job.
Listen, for all
And
the
he's been
shit
doing
I
it,
give
for
Dave,
5 years now.
for all the shit I give Dave, he could be Carl Ravitch, so it could be worse.
So bad, so bad.
Yeah. To keep it with the monster theme and to keep it with the theme of someone who doesn't have a ton of complaints this week. Again, outside of Dave O'Brien doing the Ravello, knock me down home run call. I am not fucking. I was reminded of this after the Eaton ladder ball. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit that it's not physically possible for a baseball to get stuck between the wall and the ladder to then lead to the ground rule triple at Fenway.
Did
I'd
you
like
know?
to see it
Well,
just
here,
happen
Fitz.
once.
I'm gonna
Just
break your
once.
heart even. I'm gonna break your heart even more. Did you know that's not real?
No.
Yeah, that's not a real ground
No.
rule. Yeah,
What?
I know. That's true.
Was it ever a ground rule?
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think so. I
Jake,
think
you
it
just
was-
told me that like the fucking tooth fairy died.
I know it's not real.
Ugh.
I think. Oh, we're getting ready for a rain delay over in Boston.
Yeah, the skies
well,
look nasty.
Tell everyone to come through.
Yeah, it's not real. I looked it up last night, and I don't know how or when that urban legend started, but
Man.
there is not a ground rule triple in the Fenway
How do you know?
ground
I am
rules.
looking at
Jake, they said it on the
Red Sox.
Fenway tour. How could they possibly be lying?
I'm looking at the
true.
Red
Oh,
Sox.
that breaks my
The
heart.
Red
You know
Sox
what?
have a ground rules page, and I'm looking at it right now. The only one that mentions the ladder is if a fair ball strikes the ladder and bounces out of the park. That's a double.
Well, that should be a triple.
If
Let's
a
call
ball
meet in the middle. Let's
strikes
compromise.
the ladder and bounces out of the park. Okay. Oh well, that's
That
just
should be a
ground
triple.
rules.
And so if like last night, if Nate Eaton had
Yeah,
hit
they
it on
bounced
top and then it
forward.
bounced over,
But
into
you
the
but you have to call bank shot.
sure, we can add that.
Fitz, were you good
As a
at
caveat.
Pong in your day?
Like beer pong? No, fuck no. God.
Oh, Junior
Gross.
Caminero's replacing Bregman in the All-Star game.
Caminero's. Star.
It should have to be. It should have to be a guy on your team. Sorry.
Nate Eaton, suit up. We'll see you in Atlanta.
Junior's a beast, though. But no, I was not that good at pong. Why do you ask?
Me either.
Oh, you just wondering.
Yeah. Well, you said bank shot.
Well, I meant more like basketball, but I guess
Oh.
close cousins, I suppose. I'm changing my don't fuck with. I don't fuck with the fact that the ground rule triple rule, even if it wasn't
Is it
physically
real?
possible, doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I'm not
made up,
fucking with
sure.
Fenway.
This
I'm not fucking with Fenway Sports Group for lying to me.
Hey guys, just for the
gaslighting
podcast.
fans, they would never.
Just for the podcast, I just want everybody to lock in. Connor Wong, runner in scoring position opportunity, live. Let's see if he can get one in.
2 outs. Let's watch this at bat, and then we'll go to break.
Yep,
Right
so
afterwards,
I'll
okay?
do-
Jake,
so
live
he's
commentary.
Yep. So
Let's see you
Connor
do
Wong,
better than
2-1
Dave
here.
O'Brien.
2-1 count to Connor Wong here. There's 2 outs. Cedon Rafaela on second. Connor Wong, I believe, is 0 for whatever the number is on runners in scoring position.
I don't know if we can legally
strike.
actually do this, but
Strike on the what? Just talking?
oh no, for also on a podcast we could do it, but like, Francesa's whole thing is like I can't commentate on this, but I'm going to commentate on this as I watch. But anyways, continue.
2-2 count. Previous strike just caught the outside corner. All right, 2-2 Connor. Let's see. And he grounded out. Okay, cool.
I gotta say, Dave O'Brien would do a way better job than you there. That was not your best,
Yes.
Mr.
Yeah,
Rollins.
sorry.
Are you
sorry, I
white
couldn't-
knighting Sir O'Brien?
Sorry, I couldn't make a Connor
Where did he
Wong
ground out to?
at bat
Jake,
exciting.
Where did he ground out?
He grounded out to short, a one hopper to
Thank
short.
you. I had to ask you for that
He
because
beat
you didn't give
the
it to
ball.
the audience.
He beat the ball into the ground, Fitz. Is that better?
One more question for you, as Botsy brought up. Are you disseminating the game without express written consent?
I guess I was.
Well, don't perjure yourself. You
Oh,
complete
sorry.
the fifth.
Well, that's not perjure. That's not perjury. Is when you
Manfred's
lie, isn't
Manfred's
it?
bringing that one to the trial.
That's perjury. What did I just do? That's not perjuring.
You perjured
I
yourself.
thought perjuring is when you lie under oath.
But it's also, is there a lawyer in the chat?
But I just admitted to a crime, which is a different thing.
I suppose, yeah, the mission of guilt.
What's the
But if you perjure yourself, like, or is that just saying is that just perjury?
To perjure oneself means to lie after taking an oath to tell the truth, specifically in a legal
Okay.
setting. This is known
right,
as
fair
committing perjury.
Also, Zach saying Hogdale, question mark. No, Hogdale would do way better than Jake. Shout out Hogdale. We got to get Hogdale on the show, by the way.
Yeah, we do have to get Hogdale.
We'll get Hogdale on the
True.
show. Need him on the program. We should find... Listen, I like all sports. I don't want to diss any sports, but like, what's like the slowest possible sport? Like really slow, or like maybe like a peaceful, like kind of moving. You know what we should do? Have Hogdale commentate on golf. Have Hogdale commentate on like the Westminster Dog Show. Need
Do you
that.
guys remember
Hog on dogs.
that would
Hog on dogs. Hogdale does the dog show. Hog on dogs. It's perfect.
Do you guys remember who was that guy that, like, Pardon My Take used to have on, and he would like commentate on random things?
Stingray
And he-
Steve.
Yes.
Oh,
He did the
Fitz, you
and he
nailed
did the
it.
Hindenburg. It's one of my favorite things. That, the Hindenburg.
Yeah, the Mississippi State fan with the fear the bells, ring the cowbells. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Fitz.
Wow,
I
what a
got you.
throwback.
Test cricket. I watched a video the other day. Steel is Real said test cricket in the YouTube chat for what Hogdale can commentate. I watched a video explaining cricket the other day, and I was like, okay, I think I start to get this in one ear, out the other. Like 10 minutes later, I was
Then
like,
you start watching it, and like the way the score bug is set up,
the score bug is crazy, Liam.
It breaks
It's
my
nuts.
brain every time I look at it.
We, Missy Mo and I, when we went on our honeymoon, it was in Grenada, and it was during the Cricket World Cup. That was the only thing they had on TV for the most part.
Billions were watching.
Probably, yeah.
Fitz,
It's
did you feel kind of guilty in Grenada?
no, why?
Like the U.S. imperialism of it all.
Oh, that one weekend that Reagan came in.
That one weekend, yeah, that.
Yeah, it was. Listen, yeah, not a Ronald Reagan. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I was, what do you,
Not
what
a
do you want me
Ronald
to
Reagan
say?
guy, but that's a beautiful beach, huh? That's what you want to say?
Well, these Mai Tais aren't going to drink themselves.
The only thing
he
I know
does,
about
he
Grenada
does
is
say well a lot.
that scene in The Wolf of Wall Street when he's like, when they have Jordan in and the other lawyers, like, we call this a Grenada, and it's we don't use this expression a lot. This case is unlosable. Do you know the part I'm talking about? Good part. Good movie
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to be just
so-
like Jordan Belfort. That's what I learned from that movie, is that he was a good guy, and I want to aspire to be him.
You never did anything wrong.
And Martin Scorsese endorsed everything he did.
Frat
Jake definitely thought that. Frat Jake would think, like, yeah, dude, that was so sick.
I know
dude.
because he's
When he
wealthy.
took the
like a
Quaaludes,
wealthy-
it was so sick.
a wealthy white man, and like that's how the world works. But like, you would make.
Up by Jake. They got him.
I thought you booted.
No,
him
I
first.
did. I didn't touch him there. That was not my doing. I messed up last week.
Unreal.
Liam, it was so much. My cursor is on the other screen now, so I am completely cleared. I am not perjuring myself right now because I'm telling you the truth. I'll have
I
you know.
believe you. I believe you.
Poor Jake, they got him. It must have been the lightning.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be that storm, right? Oh, there he is.
Did
Sorry,
you go
no,
to
I
the
just-
astral realm, Jake? What happened?
No, I accidentally typed in the wrong window, so I left our. My point was, I would make the trade. I'd go to prison for 2 years to live that life. Not even 2. He served 22 months.
And he was like on a tennis court.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
fine.
it looked like a pretty nice jail.
Yeah.
Jake with the Irish goodbye, and Frat Jake off to do a line. Frat Jake might be a thing.
Jake.
Yo, what's up?
I'm like
It's
the
Jake,
least
dude.
fratty guy.
That's why it's funny. Jake
know.
going into the YouTube chat like, yo, dude, what's your ratio, man? Like, you can't go into the YouTube chat if you don't have a
do you
good
know
ratio,
here?
dude.
Fitz, did you frequent
him.
frat houses up at Zoomass?
I mean, as a freshman, it was the only place that you could go to like get drinks. So yeah, but I didn't rush or anything like that. Like you had to know a friend who knew a friend to try to get into one. And then once I turned 21, I was like, absolutely not. Nope. Even before then, like sophomore year, I was like, no, this is not for me. Someone like I know someone who's I think this is beyond the statute of limitations. Sid, our lawyer, could probably clear me on this, but considering I'm almost 30 years old, I think I could tell you this. Sophomore year, you would know I went to high school with someone a couple years older than me, and that's who would get me the runs. And then, you just be in your dorm and just don't act like a complete asshole, and you'll be okay. The RA isn't gonna come snitch. But yeah, for like first year, freshman year, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle.
Hey, I get it. I get it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Then you made it home free. Frat Jake. What the Greek letters POL? Is there Phi, Omega. Like Leo or something?
Lambda.
That's what I got here.
Phi Omega Lambda. Okay, there we go. That's the name of the episode. Phi Omega. How do you spell Lambda?
LAM.
BDA. I'm seeing that in the
yeah.
chat.
The B's sneaky.
Risco's Ligma. Yeah, that's good.
Fitz like that one.
Changing it, Phi Omega Ligma.
Fitz like that one.
That's a group effort. That's in the YouTube chat. Shout out the YouTube chat. Oh man, welcome to. You know what? You're all. And this is a co-ed fraternity / sorority / whatever you want to call it. Everyone who's in here right now. Welcome to Phi. Liam, you were in a frat? You're the actual frat bro in the chat.
No, it doesn't count. It was a business.
No, frat Liam did.
Which frat was it, Liam? Which frat was it?
DSP, Delta Sigma Pi.
Wow.
Did you have to get like branded or something like that?
No.
Was
No,
that?
he
Was
said
that?
he
Like
just had to beat up-
It was a business fraternity.
business frat.
Fitz,
Yeah.
he just had to beat up
network.
a couple. He just had to beat up a couple minorities.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We mess around.
We engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery. Liam, I think one of my roommates for UMass he was in a business frat that was co-ed, so it actually may have been the same exact one. So
DSP. There was one other. I can't remember what its name was off the top of my head.
You have to disavow from DSP, and you have to join Phi Omega Ligma, my friend. All right,
I'm switching sides.
Is
No
it
longer
Phi or
brother.
Pi for P? I think it's Phi.
What, for us?
Yeah, I think it sounds better if it's Phi.
I don't know.
Should we make recruiting videos like the sororities? Like, we're so glad you came to Phi Omega Ligma, woo! And then yeah.
What would our chant be? What would we sing at people?
That's a good question.
Dirty water.
Yeah, it could be. Chat's telling me it's Pi. Unfortunately, we're gonna do Phi because it sounds better.
Unfortunately, I have already portrayed myself as Pi.
And you as the Verge Pi, and me as the Kick-a-Chad Phi. We were supposed to go to break like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was gonna
long grounded out. So let's go to break. We'll be back. Third and final segment coming up after this. That was a good riff.
Nate Eaton, get out of here, dog. I'm all set. Nate Eaton just looked at maybe the best pitch of all time for strike three. Did anyone catch that?
I did not.
Literally dead red.
Botsy going, Fitzy, did you do Blarney blowout? Junior and senior year. As a matter of fact, my freshman and sophomore year, I got stuck with working at the student radio station for both of them. I was like, I fucking hate this. I have to engineer like a UMass lacrosse game or whatever when they're broadcasting up. But junior and senior year, yes, we did Blarney, and we did Blarney right. It was a great time. Shut up, Blarney. I could never do Blarney now, though. Absolutely not. I'm too old for that shit.
Romy, man, he just keeps hitting against lefties.
Romy, my homie. Dude, I'm sweating like a fucking steam fitter right now. My God,
me too. One of our ACs is broken.
Oh, that sounds awful.
That's tough.
Yeah, well, there's two in the living room. There's there are two under the, I don't know, and one is broken. So it's not disaster.
Disastrous. I gotta pull up the ad read. Got it. All right, we ready to rock?
Mm-hmm.
Cider donuts from Atkins Front, correct. Anywhere in Western Massachusetts, any of the like locally grown like farm stuff that you get there, it's the real deal. Holyfield, Western Mass fucking rules. Big fan of it out there. All right, 5 seconds, gang. Third and final segment here on Pod on Lansdowne. Welcome to our fraternity Phi Omega Ligma. That is Brother Jake there, Brother Liam, I'm Brother Fitz. And if you really want to be initiated into Phi Omega Ligma, what you can do is you could go onto Foco.com. That's right, folks. A quick word from our friends over at Foco. In case you folks weren't aware, if you're not initiated into the fraternity that is Foco, Foco is one of the leading manufacturers in officially licensed collectibles, apparel, accessories, home decor, and much more for your frat house. For the last 25 years plus, mind you, so over 25 years, Foco's success is directly related to their ability to bring exciting new designs and product ideas that allow you, yes, you, Rushy, to show off your fandom at the game, in the comfort of your own home, at the frat house, wherever you may go. Right now, we're offering you folks a 10% discount on all in-stock Foco items, including a wide variety of Boston Red Sox apparel and the like. What you're going to want to do is you want to go over to foco.com, foco.com, or you can click on the link in the description of this episode wherever you're listening or watching to Pod on Lansdowne, and use the promo code POL10, and you're going to save 10% off on in-stock items. This does not count for pre-order items at foco.com. If you try to use it on the pre-order items, you'll be kicked out of the fraternity. So again, promo code POL10, that is P as in Phi, not Pi, Phi, O as in Omega, L as in Ligma, 10 to save 10% off at checkout at foco.com. Find your fandom with Foco. It is nothing short of a miracle, gentlemen, that we have gotten over 1 hour into this show and we have not talked about the fact that the Red Sox met Donald J. Trump at the White House.
We have a lot to cover.
I think
saving the best
forgot.
for last.
You forgot.
So much has happened in the last week, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those weeks where decades happen.
Yeah, it just kind of got buried down. Jake, you're the one you're leading the charge on the Trump Sox right now.
Well, it's
look at you
the
turning
reality.
a new leaf.
It's the reality of the situation.
You're a frat bro. You love 47. Look at you.
MAGA.
Hey, we're 47 and 45 as we record this.
Which is
look, it's all, I got it on my hat right there.
It's almost 2 on the nose.
No, listen. Let it be known, I am not a fan of Donald J. Trump, but the Red Sox are undefeated. Are undefeated since that fateful meeting. So I just call it like I see it, guys.
Zach goes, did anything else happen that day? I mean, listen, my thing with it, like, how does, and I'm sure they work very hard, and I'm not trying to shit on them, whoever works in, like, the PR office for the Red Sox, or whatever you want to call it. How did they not read the temperature?
They never posted anything.
I know the Red Sox did, but like you have to think like just to avoid any potential situation when that legislation is about to be passed and potentially signed into law. You got to think like, maybe let's.
I think it was all players, Fitz. It was all players and coaches were just on this tour. And they just did it.
Yeah,
they did it on their own accord. But okay.
I think the team set it up because it was like the family trip. So like the families were taking a tour with the players.
Yeah,
and then
Trump was there, and somebody noticed it was the Red Sox. Like somebody high up was like, "Oh, that's the Red Sox." He's never one
to turn down a photo op. So
listen,
of course he brings him out.
Trump knew Bernardino apparently, so he was like, "There's Brennan. There he is. Get him in there."
No, you guys didn't see what the exchange actually was.
No.
Bernardino apparently said to him, like, "Oh, you're doing a great job." And that's when Trump goes, "Oh, I know that."
Oh, no, I know that.
Yeah.
Him giving himself credit? I don't believe it. I don't believe that one bit. Wow.
I know that.
I thought he was saying I know who you are, which is way funnier.
Which is exactly what I thought at first too.
I did
alas.
a tremendous MLB The Show franchise mode, and you were my loogie out of the bullpen. Frankly, it was a tremendous ERA he had.
Trevor Story continues to mash post-Trump meeting. Ho hum.
I will say his suit looked good. His suit looked good.
He was the only one dressed with any sort of.
Yeah, Garrett Whitlock wearing like calico
Connor
cut
Wong,
pants
Whitlock,
and like a
they
bowling
look like
shirt.
they walked out of bed. Some of those guys.
Which again, like they couldn't have anticipated meeting POTUS if they're wearing that. You would have to think.
Right.
Correct. The whole thing. Listen, ultimately, like, it's a shame. I don't know. It's a complicated thing. Like, Trump, obviously evil. An evil day, especially. Like, the big, beautiful bill is fucking terrible and disastrous.
Yeah, with 20 million people losing access to Medicaid and what.
But it's not like, I mean, like, if you take a step back, like, it's not like any of these Red Sox players, like, worked on the big, beautiful bill or anything. Like, it was funny.
It's a horrible coincidence.
It is, and I hate to admit it. The whole thing was funny. Sorry, it's funny that these dumbass baseball players are like, "Oh, like let's go meet the president on a horrible fucking day in America," and now they're ripping off wins. So,
funny's funny.
That's that. Funny's funny.
They're ripping off wins like they're ripping off fucking SNAP benefits across the country.
Nice.
Yeah, totally nailed it. Yeah, that's fucking disgraceful legislation. But again, who said? I think it was Sophie said like the defining legislation potentially of his presidency, all 8 years of it, and he's spending his day with Connor Wong. I mean,
yeah.
Who wouldn't?
That's
want
going to be
that?
a great trivia question. Like 24 hours before he signed this sweeping bill that leaves not many stones unturned across the country, and he was hamming it up with Brennan Bernardino. You know, I was there that day. Yeah,
a lot has happened, man.
And again, listen. I understand it's impossible to divorce the politics of it when you're talking about Trump. I understand, but just say that it was just TV show president with no clear politics, you know what I mean? No clear platform. Just say that was who was behind the what's the name of the desk? The Resolute desk, I think it is.
That sounds
the Resolute
right.
The Oval Office. As Jonah rightly points out, the team has not won anything, even if they're a couple games over 500. Like the optics of that, if it's just TV show president, no baggage to him.
Seti, two-run single for Seti.
Let's go, Sadon. Love that.
Two-run double.
It's hot.
It still looks stupid that you're in the Oval Office. Could have just like of course someone's going to take a video of that. It just looks dumb.
Yeah,
it looks
the whole
really
thing
stupid.
is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've never in my life seen a team that was not like you. I've never in my life seen a team that did not win a championship shaking hands with the president, unless they're like a DC team that he's, thrown out.
Even then,
I
I genuinely, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Remember when fucking George Bush was in the locker room with Verdugo?
Yeah, with like Verdugo, he took a selfie with Verdugo, and then they put it on shirts. Do you remember that? The players
because it was a Little League game in W was up in the booth. It's like, oh, I like this player up here. I was talking to him earlier. They said Bobby Dahlbeck. He goes, come on, Bobby. And then Bobby immediately swings and misses for strike three. Come on, Bobby. I should try to find the clip of that.
Oh God, I do remember exactly what you're talking about. But listen. At the end of the day, and I tweeted this the day of, like, it is exhausting being a fan of the Boston Red Sox. They cannot be
get out of their own way.
They cannot be normal fits for 10 days in a row. I swear to God.
No,
it's like there's always something like catastrophic or some big news story. Like it really is exhausting sometimes.
Oh, there goes the Duran. Is this the farewell RBI?
I'm still trying to find this
4-0
George W.
Sox.
Bush clip. Imagine Trump pulling Cora aside. I know Cora wasn't there at the White House, but Cora being like, "Alex, I gotta say, you're using your bullpen way too much too much. I think you need to let the starters go a little bit deeper."
My friend Brennan, that arm's getting very tired.
It's very unfair what you've done to Greg Weissert. I must say, Greg's doing. They call him G-Reg. G-Reg has been tremendous out of the pen. Excuse me. Greg has been great, and you're throwing him too much. He's not going to have
that was an underrated
enough
fit.
bullets.
Sorry to cut off the Trump impression, but an underrated part of the whole catastrophe that day was like several players in Cora just being at the zoo and posting
Unbothered.
pandas and
Crochet
giraffes
just
and-
Crochet's
chilling.
Instagram story. So
Yeah.
funny.
God.
Yeah.
Love my ball club. I love my ball club.
Keep politics out of sports, though. That's what I thought we were supposed to keep politics out of sports, guys.
That's just what I've been told. That's what I've been yelled at for years. We can't.
I've
can't
heard
have
that.
politics in
I've heard that as well.
Coley in the
Coley.
chat. Nothing PLO is
course.
more ready for than the Trump Sox. Absolutely. Sorry, Brad. I was like, my world's colliding right now.
I was
the perfect
I was
PLO
in
moment.
DC, obviously. That was not.
I was at the
obviously.
White House,
That was-
obviously.
that was the I was there with them.
Jake
That
was
the day
there.
before.
Just the video cuts off.
So Sophie called me, which like that's usually like something happened. Like I was like, is everybody okay?
Catastrophic.
And she just goes, why are the Red Sox with Trump? And I literally I stopped.
Why are whoas with the who?
They hit the
I,
second tower.
Yeah, I was walking around Georgetown with my sister. I like looked around. I was like, something? Am I being pranked or something? So then I go on Twitter, and there they are. They're just shaking his head like it was surreal. I was like, what the fuck is
All
going on?
lined up.
It was. I honestly felt like before more people started tweeting about it, I did for a brief moment feel like I was going insane.
Yeah, I mean,
was
the,
like,
the,
am I
first,
missing
the first
something?
viewing of that clip, I was like, "Wait, what did he say to Whitlock? Does he know Whitlock? Like, does he know Bernie?" Like, I was like, "What the hell's happening?" But then it was like, "Oh well, the whole team's not there. So now what's going on?" So then
And
it
again,
became
they're
more
wearing like
confusing.
tuxedo T-shirts. They were just like,
It's
you know,
bizarre.
again,
And I
not
don't- and
not
actually, I
tactful
did-
enough to understand that the legislation was on the table, but like
I actually did want
Well,
to say
fi-
one thing.
I just
about
I
this,
just
like
want to
a
learn about the
serious
White
thing.
House. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden,
I did want to say one serious
Christy
thing about
Noam
this
is
that
pulling him into the Oval Office.
Let's go. Oh, hide the dogs. I did just want to say one thing about it, and
That's why
this is not to
Webster
give-
and Smiley didn't show up.
This is not to give any
Smiley
of these
should've
guys
been
like the
there.
benefit of the doubt or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But I will say, like, it isn't political that these guys were just like touring the White House. Like, that's not weird.
No,
to
I
do.
would take a tour of the White House. Kidding me?
Okay, and then and not all of them. I'm sure there was some guys that do know what was going on, but you got to remember, like, these baseball players are, by and large, not bright men. Like, these are not well-read. Like, I'm sure a lot of these guys.
Not that that's an excuse, but it's
No.
an
But I just mean, like,
explanation.
I'm sure a lot of these guys were just like, "Oh, the president," and they're
Yeah.
probably a lot of them
Like,
are
don't think
right-leaning.
more of it.
I want
A lot
to
of them are
honor
right-leaning.
pay respect to the office.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, I'm nearly certain none of these guys, maybe none of these guys, very few of them even know a thing about the big beautiful bill. So as far as the timing of it goes, there's that aspect.
I can think of one player on the roster who could probably tell you something.
So and I guess what I'm saying is, like, once they're in the White House and it's like, oh, do you want to meet the president? I don't think any of these guys are like smart enough
Like, no.
or tact enough to be like, no.
Tact,
I just
tact
think
might be
that's-
the word there.
That's kind
Yeah.
of an impossible position to put somebody who, I don't know. Like, it sucks. It's a shame. Like, Trump's obviously a piece of shit and an evil administration and all. And I'm not defending that they met him, but I think people were a little. Like, it's a super unique scenario that presented itself.
The stars were aligned. The stars were aligned. For better or worse.
I don't know. The whole thing is it sucks.
Luke in the chat going, Whitlock went in for that handshake like it was a job interview.
He did. He was There was a couple guys in that video that you could tell were jacked up about it. Like, I don't know how everyone was, but there were a few in that video where it's like, oh yeah, they're into it.
JPM Paul Allen goes, Japan should have sent Massa to negotiate the tariffs live. Trump just would have called him Mr. Japan.
Mr. Japan, that's right.
He would have started talking about Shinzo.
Point is, it's a complicated thing. I don't know. There's lots of good people on both sides.
Centristy.
Centristy, yeah. Smiley drank all night to deal with the pain of not being invited.
It is.
Listen, Smiley can complain that he didn't get the invite, but at the end of the day, he did get pardoned for J6. So, like, it's he can't have it all.
Give and take.
It is funny that Durant wasn't there though. Like, that's awesome.
Yes,
that's really funny. Let's get down to brass tacks here. That's funny.
I'm still trying to find this George W. Bush Bobby Dahlbeck clip. If anyone has it,
oh my god,
I may have tweeted it.
I think I did, but
can you pull up ESPN broadcasts on MLB TV, like the archives?
And you just have to find.
What season was that? 22?
22.
Yeah, because Franchi went deep that night. I remember it well. I remember where I was, but they lost to the Orioles.
Oh, you know what? Well, I tweeted this. So somebody must have said Bobby just struck out, whoever the other announcer was, and I tweeted this. Bobby just struck out, and it's Card whispering to W.
I've been trying to search on...
That guy's from Mass, by the way, the guy whispering. Trivia.
Oh,
well, there you go. That? Massachusetts mentioned. I've been trying to search every keyword. I searched Bobby. I searched Dahlbeck. I searched Bush. I searched W, D-O-B-Y-A. I tried searching that. Nothing.
It's lost media.
Maybe I'll put you in charge of that, Liam. You dig it out.
That's kind of a sick... So that guy, Andrew Card, he was the chief of staff. It's kind of cool to be the other guy in that image, you know?
That's one hell, two truths and a lie. My name is Andrew.
That was the one that told Bush.
My favorite color is green. I've never been to Disney World, and I was involved in one of the darkest days in American history where I had to give the president extremely bad news. Which one? Your favorite color is not green. It is green. Ooh, I've never been to Disney World. Man.
Now?
Bayo's still going, top 7.
Yeah.
He's only at 73 pitches. If he can get a double play ball here.
Oh,
you know what else we need to get, Jake?
There's 2. There's 2 for you, Jake.
Did he get it? Oh, you're a little...
Literally, just as you said it.
You know what we need to get?
What's up, Fitz? Talk to me.
Your weekly Alex Bregman take, because it sounds like he's coming back very, very soon. Could be
my weekly Alex Bregman take. What does that mean? My weekly Alex Bregman take.
You're probably, out of the 3 of us, you're probably the biggest Bregman guy. I feel like you're consistently showing
he's
love
hammering
for
that
your
extension horn.
Exactly.
I just want him extended. What do you mean? That's my take.
Well, but also he's returning to the field. It was a segue to get into it.
Yeah, you know what's gonna bang? I've been thinking about it for a few weeks now. Like that first Preggy for Breggy when he's back.
Feed families.
I might need to find like a video or something. An image might not be enough.
God.
I don't know.
There's got to be buddy. There's gonna be a video.
Maybe just a full.
I tweeted a video.
Graphic birthing video. Do you think that would be good?
Well, maybe not that graphic.
I tweeted something that people were very unhappy with. That was a video, and I don't think I realized the context of what was happening.
What was that, my friend?
What was?
it was just a Preggy for Breggy post. And there was a video someone had sent me in my DMs and said, like, Preggy. And I was like, cool, I'm going to use this. And I used it, and people were like, oh no, Liam, like, what is this?
Can you
did you just tweet
Liam?
the word? Did you just tweet?
I think it was just like Preggy for
Breggy.
Yeah, no, I could find it easily if I wanted.
Hashtag. Well, you're like that guy
I've
from
received
Dune.
I've received no less than 15 pregnant cartoon characters since Bregman got hurt in my DMs.
That's right.
You're-
Stash them away.
Little stash. Yeah.
I have a brand. They'll never say I don't have a
The
brand.
treasure chest.
My war
Craigie
chest.
from
It's like he's like trading cards.
Liam, I can't
Yeah,
find
I've
it.
got.
I'm
I've got a
tweeting
lot
up.
in here.
No, I'll
Can't
find,
find
it.
this
I'll find
video.
it at some point.
Maybe that's God telling me like
that-
don't look any further.
No, it's not great. But I'll pull it after we get off and POL out of context.
What do we think? Do we think Bregman comes back for the Rays series, or he just waits and comes back?
I think they're gonna wait until the All-Star game after the
I know,
All-Star.
I would too. I would
think,
too. I just
to-
like
just
that's
to
not
be
a
sure.
risk I'm willing to take.
And then from there, what is your what's the lineup looking like, Jake? If you're
Am I
elsewhere?
an asshole for thinking it's like not that complicated when he gets back?
Let's hear
like,
it.
No,
like,
I don't think it's
McAdams-
complicated at all.
McAdams' article today made me feel like I'm an insane person or something. Bregman is playing third every day. Story is playing short every day, and then you can just play Meyer against righties and Romy against lefties.
And Toro at first.
What's that? And Toro
Yeah.
at first. Yeah, I mean, like, is
That's
that
it.
fucking rock?
Right,
Is
we
that
don't have to
rocket
overthink it.
surgery? I don't know. Yeah, why do we have to?
Rocket surgery?
Yeah. Like Dave
Going
Hamilton.
under the knife with a rocket.
I'm
that's probably
good.
gonna explode.
We don't need him anymore. We don't need him anymore. We never needed him, frankly. He's given us nothing.
Well, last year he was all right, but this year,
Yeah,
Hey,
last year. I mean,
they,
this year.
They like his
That was
glove.
then, this
They
is
like
now.
his glove.
They like his glove. I mean,
They
Meyer
love his glove.
clearly. I know that second base is different than third base, but like Meyer took to third base like a fucking.
It was nothing.
It was like nothing. He was like Gold Glove caliber over there, and he played like 10 innings there, but 10 games there before he came up. So I'm not really concerned at all about second base with him. I would prefer they just let Meyer play short, but I understand that's a
Seniority.
Sto-
Seniority.
yeah, seniority. But Story's arm also isn't what it used to be. Either way. Yeah, that's what I would do. I don't think it's that complicated. And I think Hamilton gets sent down for Massa, or Eaton gets sent out. Excuse me, heavens, for Massa and Eaton and Hamilton for Bregman. Is that right?
Yeah. That's
And then you probably
it's really that cut and dry.
perhaps I'm looking ahead of it, but then you probably call back up Eaton when you trade a certain someone. I guess would probably be the move. Right? Because
what would you put your odds at that certain someone being traded?
Dude? When
And let's put it
I
out
mean,
there.
not-
It's Jaron Duran who you're referring
when there's smoke, I mean there is a lot of smoke. You're seeing something new like almost every week from like one of the big like Stark or
You're hearing a lot of would say you're hearing it more and more, folks, aren't you?
But you're hearing it more and more. I would
Believe
put
me.
it right now. What do you mean? Like before the deadline, a trade?
What? Yeah. What are the odds of Duran?
I would
being
say we're at
flipped?
like 70% right now.
You think there's a 70% chance he's traded? I'm
I
not
do.
necessarily disagreeing with. I'm just
Yeah,
making sure.
I do.
Okay. I don't know where I'm at. I got to be honest. I'm gonna chicken out.
Yeah, Carabas heard murmurs today. I saw that video.
Oh, the
Streets are
scoop
talking.
shop. Yeah, streets are talking.
So this is
There's chatter.
I mean,
There's definitely chatter.
you're not trading. It's him or Abreu, obviously at this point. Like that's I don't need to explain that.
But to me
anybody.
that one's also cut and dry, and we've gone over it ad nauseum.
I mean, I can
Abreu's
see
younger. You still have
he's
him under
younger.
control.
He's a better defender.
Legs don't age well.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, let
the
me ask you
legs-
this. Colin in the chat goes, where do you think he's going and for who, if he is flipped? Jake, do you have any specific names that...
I have
and if
one
you don't,
trade that
If you
I
don't have a
one-
name, that's fine. I'm just curious to see if you have one.
I have one trade that I think the bones of it actually could make a lot of sense. But like if you did like Duran plus Chapman plus something for Andrew Painter to Philly, I think that could actually be a deal that could get done. No, okay.
I think potential. I mean, listen, I don't listen. Andrew Painter is going to be a beast. I just don't know if Philly says yes to that.
Well, I'm thinking you may pad that with like the password or like somebody, one of those
Overwhelm.
higher- Yeah, I don't know. And then Or I also thought that kind of an interesting move, if San Diego is a team that wants him, like if you could get like something small and Michael King, I think I would take that risk and just try and like extend him, get those like extra months.
You give him the bag right from there?
I like that.
Yes. Yeah, I would.
Sorry.
Which I know you don't want to, because then you can't, you wouldn't be able to give him the qualifying offer, right? Because you got him at the deadline. Like, that's how that works.
Actually, I'm not sure how that works. I got to be honest with you.
I think you might be right, Jake.
I think that's the case. So, like, that would obviously suck, like, if he doesn't extend. But maybe even, is he a Boris guy? Does anyone? I don't know. Sometimes you can, like, work those sort of things out beforehand. Like, you know, maybe Michael wants to come home and the Red Sox want to pay a pitcher. I don't know. But those are the only two that I think have any real, like, because I think an arm has to come back.
Michael King is the platonic idea of a number 2 right behind Garrett Crochet to me.
It is. It would be absolutely perfect.
Licking my chops.
He is not a Boris guy. He is XL Sports Management.
So, fuck it. Maybe, I don't know. I would take that swing, honestly. And listen, I know that like those feel like. No, not No.
Because that is definitionally tampering, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think
did Jake perjure himself when he said
to be clear, you would work like with the Padres. Like you'd be like, would this they did it with Gonzalez. That was with the Adrian Gonzalez
the caveat that he was gonna
it's like will you extend But those are the only two I have off the top of my head. And I think I actually like both. I think both have some base in reality. The Michael King thing would be perfect. Like, I would honestly do that. No, I probably wouldn't do that straight up without the extension already locked in. But I think about it. Because that's not nothing. Like, if you're serious about paying this guy, about getting a number 2, like, I don't... And I actually tweeted a version of this. But... Will Fleming on the radio last night was saying that, like, they cleared that money with Devers and they want to spend. I don't know how true that is. Jury's out.
Will Fleming's going to say that. No disrespect to Will Fleming, but, he's team broadcaster. Of course, he wants to get people excited for it. I'll believe it when I see it.
If that is true, I would say that the only scenario where, like, throwing cash makes sense is that a Bregman extension and Michael King. I don't really like this offseason. I don't really see. Obviously, Kyle Tucker would be good too. He's not coming here
because he is quite good at baseball. Again, he's also a perfect fantasy player.
Yeah, but I just think like it. So I think Bregman and King is like that's the money. That's where the money's got to go. Thank you. So that was my Duran trade ideas.
Someone from the Twins might be interesting as well. One of their arms, because they're kind of
I saw there were murmurs about the Twins earlier today too.
Pablo Reyes,
I could get down with that. I don't even remember why was I talking. Where did that start? Oh, the plan for when everybody gets healthy and back. Yeah. No. Michael King. You know what? I'm locking in on that one. If Michael King and then like throw in some.
The Padres are good. That's the one thing. Like the Padres.
But if they know he's walking, maybe they're like, well, we could lock in a controlled outfielder.
Or they say like,
also, he's out till
August. Our best puncher's
August.
chance includes Michael King. It's not so like that's why I say the Twins, where even the Twins in a weaker American League are 4 games under 500 as we live and breathe right now. They might just say, okay, let's just punt to the future. Let's wait for
I agree, but we keep
Walker Jenkins to come up and like.
We keep hearing that Preller is shaking ass for Jarren Duran.
Fair enough.
Like, show me you want him. Show me how bad you want it.
Pay up. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. Yeah. I just I do really though think he'll be traded by the deadline. I would honestly be surprised at this point. More so because like I'm sure Craig would like to wait until the offseason where it's who? Trevor? Oh shit! Trevor hit another home run. Homer?
Dude,
he shook hasn't Trump's happened yet, but I saw the lights.
He shook Trump's hand. I've never seen anything like this.
Felt the power of God out. He's a tremendous shortstop, frankly. I think he's good. This is the Trevor Story
Oh
revenge
my
game.
God, 85-mile-an-hour cement mixer right down the.
We see this first pitch, Liam.
Holy shit!
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh my God, cookie. Oh, Jay could have hit that one out. Oh, that was a cookie.
Hey!
Holy shit!
Oh, to the deep part of the ball.
Absolute fucking cookie. Like, that is perfect. MLB. I don't even have to move my cursor, my PCI. I just hit X. Perfect. Damn. Yeah, 9-0. Yeah,
Trevor,
update
man.
that OPS there, Buckaroo.
Could Trevor? Now we did this earlier. Let's do it again. Could Trevor opt out? Like,
No,
what if
Trevor, don't go.
Like,
no.
if he is actually fixed,
No.
What is it? 2 years? What does he have to
Hold on.
beat?
Let me see. I'm pulling up the contract.
Sign the contract, big boy.
It's probably about 48 if I had to guess, something like that over the next.
He's
2
got
years.
3 years, 55 mil remaining.
50. Yeah, he's not beating that. He's not getting a $55 million
One of those
deal.
is this year. One of those is this year.
Not
he
for
doesn't have
55
3
per
more
year.
years. He doesn't have 3 more years. I know that for certain.
He has 2 more years, right?
No, he's well. There's a club option for 28. That's what Spotrac is saying. But no,
Yeah.
we're
So
which
what's
we
the
will not
so what are the
exercise.
two? What are
so
the
then
two?
it's 250. 2 years, 50 mil.
He's not going to get 50 on the open market.
Oh, you don't think?
No, I don't think he's going to get 50.
Okay.
No, I don't.
You don't think he could swing like? 30
I bet he
years,
could get like
60 from somebody?
360. I was gonna say
No.
like
Yeah.
360. Some teams.
Just a little hair
I don't-
more.
I don't- I
Get
don't
a
think
little
someone's-
greedy, Trevor. Get a little greedy.
I don't think someone's going to give him 20 per.
All right, we'll see, won't we?
If he does, good for him. I don't think it's going to happen. And I also don't think that over the course of 2 years, I understand $10 million is nothing. It's $10 million. But over the course of 2 seasons, I don't think he's going to do better than that. Like, I think this is his highest earning potential from here. Could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things, gentlemen. I'm a very dumb individual. You can
Oh my
quote
God!
me
I
on
forgot. Watch him opt out, but then we opt back in and add the 7th year. Just to bring it back. Come on back.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
How is his OPS only 705? Was he bad the last few games?
Is that updated in real time?
Yeah, he has a double and
Yeah,
a
if it's on
fucking
MLB.
home run tonight.
He
That's
just
a
hit
lot.
700 the other day.
That's what I'm saying. It's only 705 right now. I can't update it because that's lower than... It was 708 when he hit that home run in Texas.
TX.
TX?
See, I'm from Texas.
Ooh, I'm looking at the shortstop crop this winter.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too.
Who is it?
It's him, Hassan Kim, Bo Bichette, Luis Rengifo, Willie Castro, Miguel Rojas, Jorge Mateo.
Oh, he might opt out, dude. That's
It's not
bad.
an impressive list. Ahmed Rosario,
Perhaps
Kevin
I'm wrong.
Newman. So what? He'll be entering his age 33 season. Crazier things have happened.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm
guess.
just saying if this I don't know, if he can maintain like a 7,
You know who the funniest possible team to sign Trevor Story would be after this season
the
if he opts out?
Yankees,
No.
the
Liam?
Rockies.
The Rockies. The Rockies would be the funniest.
Where's he's from Texas, right?
Yeah.
His walk up is Texas.
See, yeah, from
But
Texas.
Big X the plug.
I was thinking, yeah, they're not. Neither of those teams are in a position to do that. I don't. I could see a team like the Angels giving him money. That's a classic Angels move.
Yeah, over the hill. Like, give him.
Anyway, he probably won't opt out, so this is stupid.
It's not over the hill
Um,
entire, but you know what I mean.
um,
33-year-old shortstop to give him that bag.
Are we song of the week?
I was gonna mention the
Oh.
Savannah Bananas at Fenway if you want.
Oh, I forgot you went to that. Yeah. Was that fun? Did you?
It
have a
was
good time,
fun.
Fitz?
Listen, I understand that they can be a bit Reddit at times, like a little too Reddit. Reddit is down the hall, down the first baseline and to the left. It was a blast. I would recommend it to anyone. It was a very, very fun time. The thing is with the dancing and whatnot, like if they do that at the plate, like you can't really see what's going on when you're sitting in the right field bleachers, so you have to turn your neck up there to see like the fun little skits they're doing and whatnot. But it was fun. It was great seeing Jackie Bradley Jr. out there. It was crazy to see him intentionally walked. Another one? Another homer, Liam? Uh-oh, your boy, Jake.
Oh, did he?
That's what. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it
yeah,
yet.
bring me Andrew Painter.
It hasn't happened
bring
yet.
Me,
the lights are going off.
Bring me Andrew Painter.
Oh. 87-mile-an-hour splitter on the outer half. Fucking cranks it over the bullpen.
I'm starting to think
right
that
side.
the Rockies aren't good. Another cookie.
What?
Oh, no doubter. My goodness. There you go, JD.
Yeah, he
Oh wow,
he got into that. He got into that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
456. Holy shit.
Yeah. Wait, so is that the longest home run at Fenway now? If that was 456? There you go. Oh my god. This escalated quickly.
456 is nuts. Like deep towards the triangle. My goodness gracious. But no, Banana Ball was fun. It was a good time. They brought out Doug Flutie to throw the first couple of pitches. Like, oh, the first pitch will be thrown by Doug Flutie way outside. Do we want to give Doug Flutie another chance? Yeah, let's do it. Another ball. Doug Flutie, poor guy, God bless him. Couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Couldn't find the broadside of a barn. Typical
no.
Newton College guys missing the strike zone, right, Jake? God.
Fuck him. No, I like Doug Flutie though.
No, shut up.
That's a shame though. He couldn't locate.
It was erratic. The bananas gave him the hook real quick.
Imagine getting yanked from a Savannah Bananas game.
Yeah, right.
Get him out.
My
Get 'em out.
beloved firefighters did lose, though. I was very disappointed in that. It was me and maybe 5 other people in the stadium rooting for the firefighters. I wanted to root for the Washington Generals. Sue me, you know. They did have They did have on the scoreboard make some noise if you're a kid, if you're an adult, if you're on the first base side, if you're on the right, on the third base side, and it said make some noise if you're a Firefighters fan. And I got up and I was like, yeah. There's no one else around me. Make some noise if you're a Bananas fan. Woo! I was in enemy territory.
Who relieved Doug Flutie? Anyone exciting or no? Then it was
The guy with the
just
cowboy
Banana.
hat.
Oh, that. It could have been me. It could have been me on my
been
trip
you.
to Dallas.
Yep. Saw the world's tallest pitcher.
Who else? So what? It was. Who were the special guests for your game?
Flutie. Bill
Was
Lee.
Damon your game?
Damon came in. I was grabbing a beer or going to the bathroom. I forget which one. For Damon. I think he grounded out to second. I think I overheard or something along those lines. Bill Lee came in.
Right.
That was a great scene. He took off his shirt. Bill Lee, of course he did. Then Jackie came in. It was intentionally walked. He scored on the next extra base hit. And then he was the golden batter. And he roped one to center field. But the kid playing center made a nice kind of running, kind of leaping catch on the fly. Jackie would have been proud, I will say.
Nice.
Jonah goes, I thought they were due. Just take it. Take the ball. Oh, Krusty. Yeah, song of the week.
Yeah, I got mine.
Ooh.
Mine is "Wise Up" by Amy Mann from the hit 1999. Not really a hit, I suppose, but Magnolia, written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
There you go.
Just
I saw you had
about
that
that?
on not Letterboxd, but your now watching thread.
My now watching thread. That's right.
Liam.
My For You page on TikTok is full of Sinners edits these days, so I'm going with The Rocky Road to Dublin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I haven't even seen the movie, but my sister's boyfriend has put me onto that version of the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Oh,
and
it goes crazy.
Can
It goes
confirm.
crazy.
Fitz, watch the
can co-sign.
movie, Fitz.
Yeah.
Listen, dude.
What a picture.
I want to. I will. It just a guy's got things to do.
Good film.
Rocky
Good
Road
film.
to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Shout out the Rocky Road to Dublin. Simple as for me. All American Rejects played at the Savannah Bananas game on Saturday. So we got to go with "Gives You Hell" by All American Rejects.
Nice.
Great song, fantastic song.
Oh my god.
I think they played at the
Guys.
Lansdowne pub as well after that game. Liam?
Guys, we didn't even mention the news out of San Francisco.
We're a Red Sox podcast. I don't have the bandwidth to talk about that.
Oh, come on. It's funny. It's funny.
It is funny.
Take it away, Liam. Also, Liam, by the way, before you do that, I think we owe you a song of the week. I think we accidentally skipped over you last week. So do you want a second song?
Sure. Give me Devil Went Down to Georgia. It was in another Sinners edit I saw recently. It's a banger.
There you go.
There you go. There's two.
You're on.
Yeah, Will Clark getting ghosted. Devers ghosting team legends left and right. Who could have seen this coming? I understand why Devers did it because the Red Sox were in town. He's like, nah, I don't really want to go out there and take tips with the Red Sox dugout right next to me. But I do think Will Clark was a little irked. Like if you watch the clip, he's like, he gives that disclaimer. He's like, I understand why he didn't want to come out, but he's like, Devers, next time I'm in town, your butt better be over at first base.
Yeah. Now, granted,
So-
and I think
Now I understand Will Clark's like a complete asshole from what I understand, and like an insane person, but the Giants
little
did
intense.
ask him to coach Devers to play first. That happened.
Devers
And then he
also
no-showed
said, and listen, we don't have to relitigate every point we've made about the Devers thing. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but Devers is also the guy who said he'll do whatever. Now that he's in San Francisco, he'll play wherever, and then
He'll do whatever until it's time to do whatever.
there is something to be said about that. How much? Your mileage may vary, but yeah, that was
Funny.
an interesting tidbit. But again, as Jake said, we don't think about him anymore. Don't even think about him.
So, I mean,
Not
Roman
even
Anthony's
once.
basically replaced his production in the last 10 games anyway.
Don't
So
think about him at all. Raphael has actually replaced his production. The two of them. Yeah. Things are
OB
good.
would have
Things
gotten
are good
more
right
excited
now.
for a home run to
It's-
straightaway center if it was Devers, though, instead of Roman.
Devers in a Giants uniform, though.
It's good. It's good to be a bad. It's good to play bad teams. That's a good thing.
Yeah. It's fun to win. That's what Roman Anthony said after Monday night's game. It's fun to win. True
Yeah.
words. Never been
is true.
spoken.
Would this be our longest win streak of the year? 5 games?
No, because
No,
we won,
no,
what,
wasn't it
6?
7
We-
or 6 or 7?
It was like 6 or 7 going into,
That's right.
what was it? That second game in Seattle when Bueller blew up. And that's where
Yeah.
that streak ended.
Yeah.
That's right. How short of a memory of me.
Hey, man, a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
In like just the
Bayo's
last,
still going.
2
Bayo's
weeks.
only 2 outs in the 8th.
no,
He's at
that
85
they have to
pitches.
let him.
85?
They have to
yeah,
let him.
let him finish it. Are you kidding me?
We've got a chance for a Maddox here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. He's got to get this.
Now you said it. Now you said it, Fitz. It's out,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
out in the open.
The commentator's curse. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. He's on to the ninth.
All right. The ninth at 85. 14 pitches for that sweet Maddox.
86, actually, Mr. Wallinger. 86 pitches.
13
How do you
pitches
know?
for that. Is 100 pitches kills the Maddox, right? 99 pitches and less is a Maddox.
Yeah, it's got to be under 100 pitches.
Yes,
Got it.
Correct.
All
So
right.
13 pitches to glory. Emoji of the week.
I'll give you one. I've been using this one a lot.
Is there a Greek-related one? The flag of Greece for like a frat?
No. How about the?
I bet they got Greek letters in there.
How about the wilting rose? You guys familiar with that?
Oh, I
one?
know what you're talking. Yeah, I know that one.
Similar to the broken heart and the dove.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
The wilting rose. There you
love
go.
the
Even though
wilting
this team is
rose.
not wilting right now. This team is
No, they're
absolutely
not.
not.
No, they're not.
They sure are.
I just posted from the pod account the that video. Liam, you reposted it on TikTok too. The video of Sadon in the Little League World Series
Adorable.
with Third Eye Blind playing.
yeah.
Botsy did the sorority video, by the way.
Get me through this. Summertime down.
Yeah, that's it. We got to bring back PLL OOC, man. We got to do that more often. Botsy getting us going. Well done, Botsy.
That's insane. That's a haunting
so
video.
sad. Imagine if it was all the other perverts. Botsy took the time to like get everyone's faces in there when opening the door.
Just dozens of smileys inside. I'm seeing Superman. I'm seeing Superman on Saturday.
Heard good things.
You
about
excited?
it.
I wouldn't say I'm like whoa, but I'm intrigued.
I heard it's super woke.
Good, I love woke. I want to see David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan make love on screen. Those are some beautiful
Children's
people.
movie.
Can I just say those are two of the more beautiful people I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they seem to have real chemistry. If you allow me to rant for a moment, the
Go,
Zack
this
Snyder
pod offline
films,
Amy Adams
bad for many reasons. But Henry Cavill and Amy Adams had the chemistry of like two rocks. It's not even remotely believable those two were attracted to each other, nonetheless liked each other. There was like fucking awful. And Brosnahan and Cornsweet seems like they might be having an affair even. So that's what you want out of.
That's fine.
That's what the movies are about. Honestly.
That's Hollywood. That's old school Hollywood.
Yes. Connor Wong.
That
0 for 4.
Subby
God
Charmed
bless
Life
him.
edit of Sadon, Liam, that's amazing.
It's gas, right? Shout out to whoever made it. I don't know the handle.
Yeah, I mean they're credited. I didn't know they're in the TikTok. The
At
clips.
clips.edit.
Clips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Freeland actually not a bad start tonight, all things considered, for old Kyle Freeland. Went
He
5
did his job.
2/3.
That poor guy. He's been there
Yeah.
forever, hasn't he?
5 2/3, 3 earned runs.
I think he's from
He's
Colorado.
like from
I think
Colorado.
he's from Denver.
Born in Denver. That's a tough way. Tough way to go.
I want something else.
What an insane career.
Kyle Freeland.
Yeah, ERA plus still 106 for the career. Hey, at Coors,
You can do
Take
worse.
that. Yeah, could do a lot worse. Yeah, the ERA is ugly, man. Anywho.
How's Marquez doing?
Anywho. Oh,
Anywho.
I'm
Because
gonna go to
he was
bed.
promising there for a hot second, and then
His ERA plus on the year is currently a whopping 79.
yeah,
The last time he had an ERA plus over 100 in 2023. It was 102. Yeah, COVID year merchant. ERA plus 138.
Many
Hasn't had
such
one-
cases. Many
Damn.
such cases.
you're hearing it
13
more and more.
starts. Led the league in innings.
You know what I love about Ramon Vasquez? He literally looks like some guy. Like
He's
he's
just
got
a
a
dude.
great. He just is a dude that's like hanging out in the dugout. Really great energy back there.
Good work
Dave
if you can get it.
Hamilton. Wow, why is he in the game? What the fuck position is he playing?
It's 10-0, dude.
I know, but I'm just who was batting second in this game?
Not Roman, right? Was it
Oh,
Romy?
Romy, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hit it on the screws.
We could
Damn.
probably end the show. No,
We're so close to the 2-hour mark.
We're just chilling. I feel like it's just been an episode where we've just been chilling for 2 hours.
chilling, being dope, starting a fraternity.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dave Hamilton got
just
out.
fratting out.
That's a surprise. That's a surprise. That's a great Draymond reaction video. Have you guys seen that one? It's just Draymond going, "That's a surprise."
I've not
I
seen
don't
that
think
one.
I've seen that one.
No, I'll send it to you guys.
If we're talking great NBA
Konnichiwa.
reaction videos, yeah, Konnichiwa, that's a great one. One of my favorites, maybe not my absolute favorite, but one of my favorites is still Russ Westbrook. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a classic. I love the one where he's like sneaking a snack.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
I'm a
Turn around.
huge fan of the Russ yawning gif. I think that's
Yeah, you
like
used it.
I adore that gif. I think it's such a good like pay no mind reaction. I love it.
John Wall, I ain't never ever seen you do this before. That one's pretty good.
You know what people really like? It gets like a lot of likes whenever I use it. When a bad player it does something good, and I do the like, you must have got this shit reupholstered or some shit hashtag. People really like that one for some reason.
Yeah. It's a shame what happened to that guy who made that song, though. But
Yeah. I know he got slapped right in the face.
he got slapped. Yeah, there you go.
By Will Smith. Yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth. Look at you. You're one step ahead of me. Boogie Cousins is out. It's Getting Ridiculous is also
I
great
ain't
as well.
never seen this part of Pussy Town before.
I still can't believe you got me this watch.
Twist
Yo, with the bezel?
on in the sauce.
I know. I've seen this. This is the exact motherfucker I wanted. Twista had it on.
Can you
in
guys
the
tell me? Don't
sauce.
look on Twitter. Can you tell me the last complete game shutout by a Red Sox pitcher?
Oh, I already just saw it. Sorry.
Okay, Fitz.
Last complete game shutout. I'm guessing it's a couple years ago.
It is 1 year ago.
1 year ago. It's gonna be someone weird. It's not Hauk. It's not Hauk.
It is Hauk.
It is Hauk. Oh, okay.
Against the guards.
April against who?
The guards.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes.
April 2024 is
Yeah, that's 5 years ago for all
as far
intents and
yeah.
purposes.
A lot has happened. Again, a lot has happened. We might as well stay on for the end of the game here, right?
I guess we really should just start doing those playback streams.
Yeah, we actually should.
I don't really know
would
how
you
they
like
work.
that? Would you like a playback stream? If you don't know, it's like the game is actually broadcast on the screen, but we're kind of in the corner, like as like Statler and Waldorf giving commentary as the game's actually going on.
How is that legal?
The league sign rights, broadcaster sign rights, I'm sure.
Oh.
Jack says yes. K-Bird says please. Seth said yeah. Noticing. You know what we should do it for? We should do it for that Friday Dodgers game. Well, Liam, you might be going.
Nah, I haven't looked at those ticket prices.
No,
I might be
Brian,
priced
give up a
out. They're pretty gross.
Friday Dodgers game.
I saw Mookie come back 2 years ago. It'd be cool to see Ohtani, but man, those prices
I'm
are
going
fucking
Saturday,
rich
so
right
I couldn't
now.
do the playback on Saturday.
Have you ever seen Ohtani?
I have, yes.
Liam?
Me? Oh yeah.
Then who cares?
Last time I saw him was Patriots Day 23. It was him versus Bayo, and there were like a million rain delays, so he threw like 1 inning. Fucking sucked.
Oh yeah. I
There
remember
goes
that.
the shutout. Hey, that's good
No!
for the PLO perverts, ladies and gentlemen. That's points for us. I'll have you know. But yeah, I'd
it's
rather.
because they brought Hamilton in.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, can we charge those earned runs to Dave Hamilton?
I appreciate the chat's input on the playback there. We'll see if we can pull a couple of strings. We could do potentially a playback stream for that Dodgers game. I can't do it this upcoming weekend. I'm going to be in Nashville. Then the next weekend, I'm going to be in Saratoga. I'm all over the place. I'm a rambling man, ladies and gentlemen. But then after that,
I'm gonna tweet the Devin Booker damn gif.
that's a good one.
Damn.
Hunter Goodman hashtag. It's like you got that shit reupholstered.
Damn, that
hashtag
sucks.
hashtag
That's
this,
such a
hashtag this
fucking bummer, too.
hashtag this some Cirque du Soleil pussy.
That's such a bummer.
Again, though, that's huge points for the PLL pervert. So that's the real.
Shut up, Fitz. I
important
wanted
thing.
that for Brian. He deserved it.
I'm just happy we're gonna win the game.
Hey, don't speak so soon, Fitz.
I'll take my chances.
Famous last words. Could you imagine a
Famous
Rockies
last
10
words.
We're
run
only up
ninth?
8. We're only
I
up
will
8.
never live it down if they do blow this, but I'm willing to take my chances.
Chipping away.
Well, now we have to stay on in case they do blow it.
Boys, I'll tell you what. I had a fun day at Barnes & Noble today.
Did you?
Oh, love a good
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble trip.
Yeah, the Criterion
Get
sale
anything
was
good?
going on.
I was gonna say, what was the haul?
I grabbed Barry Lyndon and Sorcerer
Ooh.
on 4K, both 50% off. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
then I
yeah,
bought,
brother.
I bought this book about The Simpsons that just came out.
Oh, how about that?
And it's called Stupid TV, Be More Funny. And it's like how Golden Age Simpsons changed TV and America.
How about that?
So
Should be a good read.
so I had a good
K-Bird
time.
in the YouTube chat. Any movie recommendations for me to watch after the game? Jake, you're the resident movie guy.
Oh gosh, what
Sinners.
Sinners, yeah, it's on HBO Max now. If you haven't seen Sinners, what else have I watched recently? Not much. I don't watch a lot of movies during baseball season. You know, a movie
Dead
I
Air.
really liked that I've recently seen, The Apprentice, the Donald Trump movie with Sebastian Stan.
I honestly, I liked it. I thought it was.
I liked it a lot, and I thought he was awesome.
How was
Yes.
my guy?
I thought him and Jeremy Strong were awesome.
I was going to ask about Jeremy Strong, my king.
Yeah, Roy Cohn.
It's so heartbreaking you didn't like Succession, Jake. That
This is
breaks
a
my
great
little heart.
A great reply to the Sadon edit that we posted on the pod. What kind of demonic outfield defense did the Caribbean have if Sadon was playing left? Did a hit ever fall in?
Yeah. That Willie Mays reincarnated in center
It's crazy. Whoever was in center.
for Curacao. He's from Curacao, right?
Yeah, but I think they just field a Caribbean team for the.
No, I think it's a team from the Caribbean. They represent the Caribbean. It's like an island wins it. You know, like one year it might be Aruba, the next it's Curacao.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
how
Yeah.
New England, it's not like, oh, it's a team fielded from New England. No, it's a team from Connecticut, or it's a team from West Warwick or something like that. I feel like West Warwick is always the team for New England. Or regular Warwick, I'm not sure which one. All right, Bayo, can we please just end this so I can end the
just
episode?
get a double.
Yeah,
just
let's
get a
get a
double
little
play
silly.
ball.
This is getting a little silly. Getting a little silly.
It's
Brian,
getting ridiculous.
we all
it's
want it
really
for you, Brian,
ridiculous.
but I want to go watch TV. I want to go watch. Can I say something very embarrassing? I have been hate watching Giants games late night.
Have you
Mister,
really?
I don't think about him at all. Oh my god.
That's for the real
Mr.
sickos that have stayed on.
Damning.
That's a damning admission of mine. I have been, like, if I'm chilling at whatever 11 and I'm not doing anything, I'll throw it on. I'll throw it on, see him strike out on.
You are a
5
Hall
pitches.
of Fame hater, Mr. Wallinger.
I am.
That's
hate,
impressive.
hate,
He
hate.
wakes
I
up
totally-
extra early.
I actually like that Giants team too, so it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, I don't like their offense even with Devers though. It's not good.
Jake is an enigma in the chat. That's a crazy thing to admit. Dan, man, get over her. He's going to watch Phillies games when Jaron gets traded. That's the equivalent of checking up on your ex,
we got 2 down.
says
We got
Cam.
2 down.
I'm
watching the lights. I got eyes on the lights.
Who's got tweet? Oh, who's got On Lansdowne tweet?
Oh shit.
Liam, you can do it.
Wait, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I'm editing the episode. I got
Liam,
enough
are you
to do.
pondering
Hold
tonight or am I pondering?
I can ponder. We want ponder right now.
I mean, we still have to post the ponder, but like we could do the live ponder. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
yeah,
And
right.
then we'll clip it.
And that's how I'll end the episode. Look at that! How exciting!
Cue dirty
Zach,
water.
she'll call you back. She's just having a little sex. No worries. 0-2. Dead air.
What do you want me to say, Fitz?
Something.
I don't know. We had good pizza tonight, me and Soph. I really
saw
liked-
you had your pizza before the game. Another 0-2.
It was called marinara.
Come on, give me that.
pizza.
Give me that. Give me that. Nope. Again, Liam's still not seeing the lights. So. And Liam being there
Well-
and then my stream. Good? Win?
Hear the crowd.
It's awful, awful radio right now, but it is what it
Yep.
is.
There
There we go. Do a Red Sox win tweet. Shit, I gotta find a video for it. But Liam, once you prepare to do the ponder, you do your little ponder, and then we'll end the episode. Shout out Brian Bayo, man.
Sure.
Shout out Brian Bayo. What a guy.
No, that should be good. Yep, that's out. That's out. I didn't really have anything creative. It would have been a lot more fun if it was a.
It was a Maddox or something.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better.
All right, we're waiting, Mr. Fantasy.
All right, you want me to just clip this here? Are we doing it? We're doing it right now.
We're doing it right. You're doing it right now.
Oh, do you want me to do it like Jake did it the one time? Or
You're like underwater.
Yeah, it's you. It's just you, Liam.
all right. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. So I was getting the tweet. No,
Sorry.
the real sickos are here. This isn't going to be in the end, is it, Fitz?
Oh no, it's absolutely going to be in the edit. Absolutely.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Let me see if I can get you guys in there. There we go.
Rich says, "Get Smiley, get Smiley, get Smiley."
All right.
Bot's a good social media guy, by the way. Like fondling Smiley. I don't need to. Well, fucking Liam's muted. His mic is muted, so he's doing his ponder.
It's the fucking mic. The mic keeps
cutting
What
in
a
and out.
nightmare. This is a nightmare. Get me off of this.
Should I ponder? Can I ponder and send it to you guys to edit?
No. He's already pondering. Let him go.
Damn, this is a disaster.
It's done. We'll see how this came out.
Wait, you pondered during that?
Yeah, I just pondered.
Oh damn!
How long was
You guys
the-
didn't-
how long was
You
the
guys
video?
didn't hear me? Well, you kept
were
cutting
muted.
me out. It's gonna be a disaster. But I'm gonna post it as is because it's fucking chaotic.
All right. With that note, do we want to get out of here?
Let's do it.
Let me
Let's
let
get
me
outta
leave,
here.
please.
Thank you very. Please release me from this prison. We thank you very much for joining us for this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. If you want to join us next time, youtube.com/@Pod on Lansdowne for the live chat where we have some fun, and you'll be initiated into our frat. A reminder: next week is the Havesies Award. Wicked echo from Jake's end there. Next week is the Havesy Awards. We will be recording Monday night because I'm going to Coldplay Tuesday night, and that's the reason why we're doing Monday. We're doing Monday night for the Havesy Awards next week. We will put out the Hymn of the Half Award poll on Twitter in the coming days. Feel free to DM us at Pod on Lansdowne for any award ideas that you may have, and we might include it on the award show. Until then, for Jake, for Liam, for all the brothers and sisters of Phi Omega Ligma, I'm Fitz, you're you. Go Sox, and obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.